Oh my
Hey,
god.
Craig.
Oh, no.
Piss off, robot.
It's scary.
I almost forget
Unfortunately,
one point.
our last session is now lost because it only saves the recording for 7 days, and I forgot to download it. So
Whatever.
that one's just a lost episode.
Damn, the one. So technically, Hunter never exploded that guy's head. And technically, we're never attacked by swords.
Yeah, that kind of sucks because that was the most badass one so far.
What?
Well,
It
just
is
make this one more
unfortunate.
badass.
Yeah, you
I
just
know.
have to make this
We
one more
missed-
badass.
We missed the best round of just two guys just getting instantly nuked off the map.
When it gets chopped in half with the halberd, the other's head just explodes.
Essentially, what happened is like an A10 randomly got spawned into D&D and just fucking nuked that entire room. And then Ben didn't trust me because he thought I was going to kill the prisoners.
Hunter, I gotta point out this foreign exchange students your family has this time do not look happy in any pictures they take.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't speak for it because I don't know them. I haven't met them, but. Who
Are they
knows?
commies? I saw that they were Chinese.
Dude, how could they be happy?
Commies.
Hunter's not there. I would be unhappy too.
It's funny though. Like every picture, your parents and them will look so fucking happy, but then there's the kids and there's like, we're just here
Yeah,
for
but, like,
we're here for the launch
compared-
codes.
Man, in a picture, everybody looks
You
happy.
fucker.
They're just like, help me. They locked me in the basement. I've been subject to cruel and unusual torture of these weird movies and terrible dad jokes.
That is cruel and unusual punishment, I'd argue.
We all come home to Hunter's house and we're like, yay, Mike's weird movies and funny dad jokes. All the Chinese kids are like, God damn it.
This is not what we came in this exchange program for.
We must find a way to destroy Michaelson.
Okay, I'm ready. Whenever you guys are
You ready?
Well, maybe I'm not ready. How about that?
Well,
Ben
it's
here?
okay because Ben is starting with. We're starting with Ben because Ben wanted a chance to talk to those guys.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're here.
Seems fair.
Okay. So just to as a short recap, you guys have made your way to the Oracle, and upon arriving at the Oracle, you found that there were people who were decidedly not friends of the Oracle that were there, and they tried to get you to leave, and they had some steam monsters, and you guys managed to kill all of them. And then you stormed inside the temple and killed the leader immediately. Some, like, I don't even remember how the leader died. I just remember.
And you chopped him in half.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I know at least outside we had one guy get, like, impaled all the way up the asshole. And then Kyle had his lightning spear and sent a guy flying all the way across the room. And then Hunter made a guy's head explode. And you guys have pretty much just been fucking up these, like, hapless soldiers pretty quickly. But it serves as a good revenge for what they've done to the people of this temple. They've just cut down acolyte after acolyte.
I mean, we gave them ample
Don't
opportunity.
you see these little red corpses?
Oh, okay.
See? Like right
Yeah,
here?
yeah, I see.
They've
Yeah,
murdered a few of the priests, and
Oh, I just had a
I
okay.
sort of just got
Sorry,
mad how they were talking to me.
I just had a really good idea. You can make a graybeard. All the shouts are cantrips, but then you cast them as first level spells to get like the second word, and third level or second level spells to get the full 30 words, and you just Thus rogue doll people.
yeah, I
Sorry,
mean, really,
sorry,
all you need is spells with the vocal component or verbal.
Okay, I'm done. I just had that in my
Okay,
head.
you know what?
That's it.
I just realized there's a shit ton of doors here. Start breaking down these fucking doors.
Wait,
So you're
Ben's
gonna-
talking.
Let Tyler
You're gonna
finish.
start searching while Ben's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, let him do
Well, I
that.
was also thinking like I'd be talking while you guys were fighting.
Oh yeah, we'll go
Yeah.
back a little bit. So let's go to after Grimlow has gone down the hallway to
Oh yeah, I'm trying to do
investigate.
stand on the fire.
Okay. What do you have to say, Ben? They're just
Okay,
kind of like
so-
cowering, on the ground. One is like covered in the blood of his leader, and the other one's just kind of holding his shield above him, like cowering. Both their spears now discarded and held by the surviving priests.
Okay, so like, as I kind of did last session, like I'm gonna kneel down to the one like that I was grappling the whole time and like just try and comfort him, saying like, "Hey, it's okay. My friends, I guess, have left. What's your name?"
You're saying that your friends have left?
Yeah, like they're not in here, so.
He just kind of continues to hide behind his shield. He kind of scoots away from you if you get close.
Okay, look, dude, I'm not gonna hurt you, but I need you to answer my questions. Will you please cooperate?
I don't know anything. What do you want from me?
Oh. For one, I'd like to know why you and your other friends were here.
Just following orders.
Okay, and what were those orders?
I don't know. Ask him. And he points to the man cut in half in the corner.
So what, you were just blindly following this man
It's what soldiers do.
you hired?
Perhaps. Bit of coin.
Okay,
Loyalty to Sidon.
why is Sidon attacking this temple? Why does he wish this?
I can't tell you anything that I don't know.
You're useless. And so I stand up and go to like the priests and ask them like that string of questions like, do you know why these people would be attacking you right now?
Well, this priest kind of looks like the older of the two, and he kind of responds with a bit of a shaky voice, and he says, These men are from the Order of Sidon. You can tell by their blue cloaks. Versi, the Oracle, is the daughter of Sidon. Surely, Sidon would prefer that she doesn't cooperate with us. I don't know what their mission was, but they had a terrible monster with them.
Where is this monster now?
We believe she's in the basement with the Oracle.
Do you have any like information that you can tell me about this monster?
I couldn't really see anything once the soldiers burst in, but she's an evil witch. She has powers. She looks like a fiend, covered in gore and sea salt.
Is this the daughter that you mentioned?
No, the Oracle is Versi. She's the daughter of Sidon and a human woman. She's powerful in her own right, however. I'm sorry if there's not much to tell you. I really couldn't see anything when they burst in. They killed so many of our brothers. And he kind of looks sadly at the corpses on the ground.
Okay.
Proteus will know more.
Who's Proteus?
Proteus was the dwarf in here earlier that took them to the keys.
Right. Is
He's our leader and the head priest.
there anything that you can tell me to be prepared for going into the basement now then? Aside from the monster.
Be wary. Keep your eyes open. She comes upon you like a storm, and there's nothing that can help you save your steel.
Well, that's
All
all.
right. So I kind of look like towards the prisoners that I caught, and like I actually tie them up with the rope now.
And you have my rope
Okay.
as well.
Wait, he said there's nothing that can save your steel?
Nothing that can help you, but your steel. And when I said steel, I actually meant bronze. So, and keep messing that up. It's bronze, not steel.
Well, I have steel stuff, so it's okay.
Okay, you have steel.
I mean, mine's made of wood.
I'm assuming Ben has bronze, though.
I have a stick.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm tempted just to take a piece of steel off my armor and stick it on your wooden stick, just so you can be like me and not use bronze.
So steel is the one that we're supposed to use.
What do you mean?
You said that steel would be the only thing to help us.
Oh,
It's
it wasn't specifically. That is what they said, but I
Okay.
think it was more of a referring to just weapons in general and not specifically steel weapons.
Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of throw the two prisoners like up against the wall and tell the priests, well, do what you will with these prisoners. I would prefer you not to go through any more unnecessary slaughter here, as I kind of disgustedly look at the bodies, both of the attackers and the priests laying on the floor. Shake my head, and then I just kind of go to join them.
As you leave, the elder priest says, "We'll watch over them. You have my word."
And can I like roll an insight to see if like he means any ill intention?
Oh yeah, sure. 13? Yeah, no, you can tell he's being totally honest. Straight laced.
Okay.
They're priests. Holy men. They
So then I
really
go-
don't like the bloodshed either.
Okay. So now I go to join the others.
Okay.
At this
And
point,
then
we're still
Kyle-
with Proteus, correct?
Yeah, you're still in there with Proteus. Proteus is kind of recovering from his mini stab wounds. But he's had his potions of healing and you healed him. So
And I'm gonna just real quick before anything else ask like, hey friend, have you got any more of those healing potions? I'm afraid my
Friend.
spells are mostly tapped dry, and we're gonna need everything we have to help your oracle.
he still kind of has the bottles in his hands and he looks down at his arms and he goes, I have 2 more that you can take. You're welcome to them. Please take them. And he
Thank you.
puts
Thank you very much.
the 2 potions in your hand. And
I will take them and pocket.
he picks the
See
key
them.
up from the ground. And he says, I hope there's no more of those magical blades around, but here's the key to the door. And he
Thank you.
thrusts it
You-
into your hand. Now,
I'll take it.
please,
Pocket it and move
the
towards
lady's in danger.
Yes, of course. We will be there post haste.
And then he
And I'm gonna
As we
Move
come
on.
down the hall and meet Asher, I'm just gonna ask him. So, did you get any information from them, or?
They're pretty in the dark, but there's a monster down there, and like I keep what I say like pretty curt and like not necessarily friendly towards any of the group right now.
Well, sorry to say, I didn't hear anyone screaming, so I figured you didn't probably do too good a job.
I did the job well enough.
as I walk past, I'm
Let's
gonna
just go
put
save the
my
oracle.
hand. I'm gonna put my hand on Asher's shoulder and say, "Are they both taken care of? Are they safe now?"
The priests are watching them. It's fine.
It should be well then. And then I'm going to move on without saying anything more.
And then Kyle, you've been searching some of these rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. I'll just are those rooms still blacked out for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just kind of search through each one, nothing really nothing really special in particular. I don't remember what that was a drawing of.
Oh,
There's
the
a
spear.
spear and a.
Oh, it's a spear.
shield.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
But when you finally come to this last room and you sort of rattle the doorknob, this one up here. Oops. That one. You sort of rattle the doorknob and you hear some shuffling from inside.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm not gonna be like, who's in there? Like anyone in there?
You just hear kind of a
Room
little more
service.
shuffling and no response.
Well, fuck it. I'm gonna break down this door.
All right, make me a strength check.
Okay. Hold on. I need to get the chat back.
Athletics.
Oh. Athletics. Roll. Boop.
Oh, natural.
Nice.
So you literally just, lift a big metal leg up and just plant it straight into the center of the door, and it just shatters into and flies across the room. And as soon as you bust down the door, you hear a scream from the corner as one of the surviving soldiers from the hallway just kind of pulls himself into as small a ball as he can into the corner, his
Oh, it's
spear and
this
shield
fucker.
discarded in the
you running.
hallway. Please don't
I
hurt
remember you
me.
running away.
I was just following orders.
This seems super rapey.
You want to feel
Okay.
my head?
Rub the head just
Okay.
like that.
Okay, man.
Wax on, wax off, Kimosabi.
Your companions already surrendered to us. How about you just come with me and join them in the main room? Or else. Okay, yeah. Just come with me and join them.
He's just kind of cowers in the corner.
Does he have any weapons on him? That looks like I can see.
He has a small bronze short sword at his side, but his spear and shield were the ones that were in the hallway.
Okay, toss that short sword onto the bed real quick. Let's get rid of that.
He just kind of covers his face with his hands.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get rid of the short sword for
Yeah.
it.
Okay, yeah, you just kind of reach down and pull it out of its scabbard, and he just kind of flinches away from you.
Okay, now I'm gonna carry this guy to the main room.
Okay, so he's
Motherfucker.
like basically paralyzed by fear.
Yeah,
And
I'll
so
just
it's
fucking carry him.
pretty easy for you to just pick him up, and he kind
I
of just
said
tries to
right here.
hide from you, and bring him over there. Oops, I accidentally put him inside of you.
Fuck, I ate him. See, that wasn't too hard, was it? I walk on like, fuck, god damn it. Why are they always so fucking hard?
Yeah.
Okay, where do we have to go? This way? Or
Yeah, we're gonna.
this
Is
way?
Proteus leading us towards where the oracle is, or just
Yeah,
taking off?
he goes, please, this way.
I
Through this
jump.
door.
Can't
Which
see
way's the
anything.
door? Which way's the door?
Oh, wait, hold on. I can go ahead and
I
reveal
can't
this.
see a door.
Guys, I'm blind. Help!
Okay. See you.
So that key,
wait. Oh no, this way.
that door is locked right there.
Which
The one this one
Oh,
that you guys are moving through.
I will take it.
I
Take
kick
the
it
key
down.
that gave me and unlock
Yeah, so it
I'll
fits
take the
right
key
in
out.
the
and unlock it.
right.
kick it
Yeah, it
down.
fits right in the lock and just pops open, and then Kyle kicks it open and it swings open. And
Got it.
you just this like winding
sure they will.
stairway that leads down.
Take us
Alright.
down the stairs, guys. There's
I phased myself into the wall.
a monster down there, supposedly.
We should.
Whoa. He didn't. No one said anything. Monster.
Those guys
Proteus
back
did.
in the main area, the priests and the soldiers.
Proteus said the same. He warned us that there was some great monster hounding the oracle.
Fuck. God damn it.
We should be careful, but at the same time, we gotta be fast. We must make haste. The oracle could be dead or in grave danger. We have to do something.
That's not right. Why do I have 4 spell slots?
So, I mean,
You
I
cheating,
think we're doing
Kyle?
this as we move.
Giving your
No.
spell slots back?
I'm supposed to have what? Spell
Sorry
slots
about that.
I'm supposed to have 2 still. I don't know why the fuck it is 4.
Well, did you spend any during the fight?
No. I
I mean,
didn't.
you cast Ray of Frost,
I
which is
used
a cantrip, right?
Yeah, I used arcane weapon, I guess, at the very beginning, but that's it.
Yeah. So it'll be
So you guys
one.
are you guys moving on yet, or are you guys still talking?
I think we paused at the top of the stairs, but we should move on. We should move hastily.
Yeet yeet.
Okay. So
So
yeah, you
caution-
guys.
Would not be a bad thing, but Oracle's life is.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. It was pretend still too.
All right, let's roll.
Okay, so you guys go down the stairs.
Yep.
Okay, so as you continue down the stairs, you reach another door, at the bottom of the stairway, and it's this massive, strong oak door, and there's a really crude carving scratched into it of this like enraged bearded man just screaming, and it looks
Hell
like
yeah.
it's fresh in the wood.
That's me.
And then opening that door, you can just kind of see like little shimmers of light from down below.
Is it another staircase?
Yeah, the stairs continue down and
How dark is it?
they
Dark.
curve
Alright.
off to the left. It's dark, but there's a torch that you can see at the bottom of the stairs
Plus,
against the wall.
Most of us have dark sight too.
Yeah, I
think
think
all-
all of you except for Kyle have dark vision.
Yep.
It's funny because he's a robot.
You keep him central to the group and move quickly.
What'd you say, Hunter?
So we should keep him central to the group and then just keep moving quickly.
Okay. So yeah, keep moving down the stairs. And when you finally, I'll transport you guys over here. Whoop. When you finally kind of emerge into this, let me throw down your characters real quick. Oh wait, it's not working. There we go. When you finally kind of emerge into this cavern. Oops, it didn't let me put Hunter down. Come on, let me put Hunter down. There. Nope. Come on. Okay, what the heck?
Does that water look deep?
Just give me a sec. It's not letting me put Hunter down for some reason. Oh my god.
Hey.
Oh,
I am Legion.
I knew that was gonna happen too. Like the more times I drag him in there. Okay, thank you, Roll20. Very cool. So
I'm locked to the grid right now.
if you just kind of drag, there you go. You should snap into it. So yeah, once you get down to the bottom of those stairs, this like liquid blue light just shimmers and refracts across all the slick walls that are just kind of like dripping with water in this rocky grotto. And the room is just lit by these torches, and there's just this kind of like vaporous mist through the whole thing. Not like so much to impede vision, but just kind of
To make it
constantly
eerie.
there. And you can hear all this water just like rushing through this underground river. You can hear it from coming, from the back. And you just kind of hear this like cackling from the rear
Do we
of the
see
cave.
anybody?
At the
Dude,
moment,
yeah,
no,
that's
you don't see anybody other than each other.
Wait,
Does the
Tyler,
cave
by the
continue
rear
on,
of
or
the
is
cave. Over here. Over here.
Over here.
Okay.
So are you guys where are you guys right now?
We just came down the staircase.
Okay. So you're like over here.
The fuck?
Okay. So yeah.
Actually, goes down the cave, cascades into the river. Yeah, I mean, we should. Do we see any? I see there's like the blankets on the ground and the candles in the center there.
Yeah, so that looks like some kind of maybe like center for the room's proceedings. You know, you see there's just like rings of candles around this elevated rock in the center. It juts out from the water about 5 feet above it. And there's like these rugs, very ornate ceremonial rugs.
All right, I'm just gonna make a joke and be like, "All right, let's go beat some rogues to death," and then walk.
I just follow him.
I'm gonna follow along the side here.
Yeah.
So you guys are kind of sneaking around the edge. Are you actually
Yeah.
sneaking, or are you just like walking?
How loud is that cat?
The cackling? It's getting louder as you start to edge this corner.
Definitely sneaking then.
I'm gonna move stealthily then. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
It's a Taurus.
Can I? Do I have it?
Who the
Yeah.
fuck
I am
is
going to
this?
reach out and I'm gonna mumble some holy words and I'm gonna tap myself. Well, I'm gonna tap Asher as well. But you already rolled. I'll tap myself in the shoulder and give myself guidance.
Wait, do I
Okay.
get guidance too?
Are you sneaking? I have
Oh,
guidance
no.
is to touch you to use guidance. Oh,
I
that's
thought that
Hunter,
was
what
the
does guidance
plus.
do?
guidance adds a D4 to the roll. Then you get a 13. It's like bless, but for ability check.
So you rolled a 22, and you rolled a 13.
Well, no, I did. You have to roll the D4 yourself. I was only able to guide myself. Because I have to get you before you make the roll. Either
So
way,
you rolled
that's
a
cool.
19, you rolled a 13.
Okay, so Hunter, you've got a 13. Ben, you've got a 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go ahead and you guys buffed. Okay.
Well, guidance only lasts. It only lasts until you make the roll. It's just a cantrip.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it's one time use.
Wow. Okay, so you guys are kind of sneaking your way around the edge of this rock wall here.
Yeah.
So kind of edging around this wall, you start to see more stuff open up. Are you gonna go like all the way around the corner?
I'm peeking around it.
Probably. I'm just gonna peek around. I don't want to like stuff out in the open.
Okay, so as soon as you peek around the corner, you can just. Oh yeah, that's a good reminder. You guys are ninja.
I don't know if I'm actually stealth. I feel like I am.
There we go. Okay, so you guys are. As soon as you peek around the corner, you just hear the cackling, like fully in your ears, not really muffled by anything, and you see just sort of this like hideous looking woman, if you could even call her that, just like covered in like blood and gore and like seaweed, just disgusting. And she's got this like viciously angled face and like razor sharp teeth and claws. And she's just kind of sitting there cackling with her hand around the throat of some robed man who's just kind of like gurgling as she continues to plunge this dagger straight into his throat as he just kind of like sprays blood all over the place. And then further back, you can kind of see just the edge of this beautiful woman who's being held at the wrists and the legs by what looks like the water itself, just wrapped around her legs and arms and kind of just holding her in place as she kind of struggles to try to get at this woman, if you could even call her that. And yeah, she just kind of continues to just stab into this robed man.
Does the man
How
look
high
dead,
up
or is he
from the water are we?
Where you guys are, you're about 2 feet above the water. This kind of edge of the
Mhm.
rock surface, it's about 2 feet above the water.
Okay, and
Is the
how
man
deep
in
did it look?
How deep does the water look?
Yeah.
The water's like a really clear blue, and so, but with all this like vaporous mist over it, it's kind of hard to tell. But
Okay.
looking down, it's about 3 feet deep. Not
Is the
very
man-
deep.
Does the man look like he's dead already, or is he still being stabbed to death? Is he still
I mean,
alive?
he's just kind of like gurgling and twitching as she holds him up by the throat, and he's got many stab wounds. He looks like he's been tortured and stabbed for quite a while.
I'm gonna turn to Asher. Say, we've got to do something. Do you have a plan?
Can you blow the head off her like that other guy?
I can try, but I've only got one spell left. I'll have to make it count.
Well, I can cover you if you need.
I mean, don't want to call out because. Can I look back at Sire and Grimlow and kind of like motion my hand, like beckon them towards us and point around the corner?
Have you guys been paying attention to them? Sorry,
Yeah.
Grimlow. Okay,
Yeah.
then
I'm
And
gonna. Can I scoop up both these rugs?
yeah. They're pretty heavy rugs.
Can
You,
I
you
grab
can
at
like.
least one?
What are you gonna do with it?
You'll find out.
It depends on what you're gonna do with it. Because if you mean like pick it up and put it into your backpack, it's way too big for that.
No, I'm talking. I'm just gonna. I will carry it in my arms.
Okay, you'll have to
Like-
either drag it or like roll it up.
I'll roll it up a little bit and then like throw it on my shoulder and then grab a torch and then walk.
Okay, it's a pretty thick, heavy rug, but
I'm pretty
you
sure.
can kind of roll it up, use those little dwarf arms, and just get it into as tight a roll as you can, and just kind of
Listen, mate.
heft it
I
onto
go to
your
the gym
onto your
every
shoulder.
day. They are Swoldworm arms.
Swoldor.
Right. So now I got a rug and torch, and let's roll.
As soon as I see them look like they're moving towards us, I'm going to turn back to Ash. And say, I think they're coming. We should move now. We might still have a chance to save this man, but we won't if we don't move now. I'm going to move around the corner.
Sire and Grimlow, are you guys, before you do anything, Hunter, are you guys being sneaky about this?
Yeah, why not? I'm pretty sure
Okay.
I'm gonna roll shit, but
Make me stealth checks.
They can see us like crouched behind the rocks and peeking.
Okay.
Like
I
I'm
also I have
like,
disadvantage.
crouch in front of him.
I have disadvantage.
Oh yeah, because you're wearing heavy armor, aren't you?
Yeah. I forgot. Chainmail is chainmail disadvantaged?
Yes, I believe so.
That's
I will check though.
Chainmail
I'm pretty
is.
sure most heavy armor is, yeah.
A
I
chain shirt is chainmail is.
I have chainmail. Alright, I rolled a 7.
I rolled 16.
Wait, no, I rolled a 4.
That's a
I rolled a 4. It already added it. I rolled a 4.
Okay,
They just hear ching 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 ching.
so Hunter, you tell me what you're gonna do first, and then
I seen that Asher is with me and wanting to react before wanting to save that man if I can. I'm going to immediately just rush around the corner and try to run up to her.
okay.
Get within melee.
So as you kind of turn this corner, it's as if things are happening in slow motion. And so you kind of leap from behind this rock and just kind of, make your quick, stealthy move up to her as she's totally absorbed with stabbing this man. Just behind you, Grimlow is just kind of creeping along, but with this big, hefty rug over his shoulder and the torch in his hand. He's kind of a little off balance, and your foot, Grimlow, just like barely catches the edge of this like rocky platform. I'm not sure what to call it. Little rocky bank, I guess. And your foot like is half on the edge and half off, and it just kind of slips and slides down and splashes into the water. And you're able to easily get back up on your feet, but it made a pretty loud splash. And Hunter, as you're rushing in,
Aw, shit, my bad.
she turns and sees you, and she just, as you're going in, raises her arms, and this enormous wave of water starts rushing towards you. from the back of the cave. So I need you all to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Come on. Come on.
Oh,
Show me the
go
money.
poorly.
Wait.
Do I have time to touch her as this is happening?
Mother.
Depends on what your dexterity saving throw
Dang
is.
it!
I mean, it's a pretty
No.
decent one.
Yeah,
Meaning
Hunter, you
can
have
watch the
time
world.
to touch her, but you will not do so with advantage. Yeah, Kyle, you're fucked. So we'll get to that in a second. But Hunter, you do your Asher.
As soon as Rasmus is in range, as soon as I'm in range, I'm gonna reach out, like whispering words to the Thalia and touch her. And as soon as I make contact, I'm going to cast Inflict Wound.
Okay. So yeah, this massive wave of water. Hold on a second.
Fuck is that?
That's amazing.
It's a
Rushing
worm.
towards you guys.
It's Nelly, the Loch Ness monster.
Just a second. There we go. That's more accurate.
Oh shit.
Starts rushing towards you guys.
Just takes off running.
Rasmus, you managed to like. So Rasmus, you managed to like kind of dive around to the side behind some rocks, and you lunge forward and whispering those holy words to the mother Thylia. You manage, as your hand starts to glow with like a divine light, to just lay a hand on her, and you're able to cast Inflict Wounds. The rest of you guys,
No.
this wall of water just washes over you, and you're swept, just dragged and tumbled all the way back, slamming against this rock wall back here.
I definitely needed that advantage.
Oh, 6?
6 to hit.
Okay, so let me pull up this real quick.
You fucking failure.
So you get in, and you fly in, and this hand is glowing, and you sort of see a brief, like, hint of fear in her eyes, but that is just totally gone because she reaches up and just grasps your hand and just cackles directly in your face, and you feel this wave of just like disgusting blood and gore smells wave over your face as she just goes holding your hand. And so I need everybody to roll initiative.
I'm not in a good spot. Oh.
$13.
13?
21.
4.
Four.
Do you see mine?
Yeah, we see it.
I
Sweet.
roll.
I can never tell. Oh, it always brings up that little red thing with the, there's no valid token selected.
Yeah, I don't know why it works sometimes and why it doesn't work sometimes. So. Would you have Asher? 6. And then Kyle, you had 13. And then Rasmus.
Hunters and that 20.
21 total.
21.
Why couldn't I have rolled that for the Inflict Wound?
I know.
That would have been a good hit. Yeah, because you would have done 16 damage. That would have been a good hit.
Or more.
Well, it's 3D.
There we go.
Yeah, you had a really bad. You had a nat 1 in your damage roll too.
No, it was a. Yeah, well, but I also had a 10 and a 5,
Yeah.
which is decent enough. It's just that it was the 2 to hit was the bad one. Like, I only have a +4 on my spell attacks right now.
Which is not that bad.
It's not bad for this level, no. It's just not enough to salvage a 2.
I don't think you'll ever get to the point where you can really salvage 2.
There are some classes where you can.
What
Where you
the
can
hell?
roll 2. You can roll a 2 and still be hidden for like 18 to hit.
Do you have your staff? What is that staff called? I can't remember. The like legendary. I can't remember what it's called.
Remember?
Wait, you had a legendary staff this whole time?
No, just like there is a legendary staff that gives you a pretty sizable to hit bonus on top of whatever your bonus already is. Basically, it's like a +3 weapon, I think, except you're for casting.
Yeah.
I forget. It's like Staff of Wizardry or something. It has a really basic name. But anyways,
yeah.
so Rasmus, you will actually manage to go first, with her sort of having just thrown away your hand, cackling right in your face.
I'm just going to, like, beaten a bit by the wave and freaked out because my spell didn't hit. I'm in a bad situation. I'm just going to react by lashing out with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Make me dad attack roll.
Oh, it's two twos in a row on rolls. So it's 4
Oof.
total, but
Okay, so you swing the quarterstaff. Oh, let me get the music going. So you swing the quarterstaff, and she's just kind of ready for it. She just throws up an arm and smacks it out of the way. Just continuing to cackle.
all right. That's my turn.
Okay. Now it's Kyle's turn.
So is that wave of water like just hovering there?
It's like kind of hard to tell, but the bulk of it seems to kind of just have stopped where it is and almost formed a sort of face, like almost like draconic angled face with like a mouth and
Okay,
teeth.
so
It's hard to tell.
I'm gonna fight that.
Freeze it,
Yeah.
Frost
I'm gonna
Blast
use
it.
my Ray of Frost.
Oh, do it.
Oh fuck, how do I? Fuck, we went over. Okay, never mind. Fuck. Was I having to roll these manually? I feel like I was. Okay. Just roll 1d20. Nope. Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh no.
So it's a 4 to hit.
Wait, because of its size, wouldn't you have a better chance of hitting it?
No.
That just affects its DC or its AC.
It's reflected in its AC. So you spin up the hand spell cannon thing, and it just kind of blasts off this ray of frost, but it's moving so quickly that once the frost hits it, it just is continuously broken up by these moving waves, and it's just kind of absorbed into the wall of water.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll try to climb up right here. Get on some
Okay.
land. Then I'll end my turn.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll rule that moving up onto these ledges from in the water is difficult terrain, so that'll cost basically 10 feet of movement to move from in the water onto land. Okay. Asher, it's your turn.
Okay. I will. You said climbing up costs 10 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get up onto that then for 10 feet.
Okay.
Then kind of run over to there and just take a swing at the wave thing.
Okay.
Great axe.
Make me an attack roll. 7. Okay. So yeah, you kind of wade over to the side. Although it's not so much wading, because actually 3 feet high. You're wading. So
Yeah.
you're kind of wade over to this edge of the water here, and you hop up, you pull out your great axe, and just running along the edge here, you kind of dive forward and just make a wild swing with the great axe. And you manage to just slash through the water, but there's not really much reaction from it as your great axe kind of cleaves through it.
And, that's my turn.
Okay. So now the water sort of starts to continue to wiggle up, and it is going to. Okay. So Ben, it sends out this tendril of water that twists out from the pool, and it flies towards you. and it just kind of slams into your chest. And I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Okay. Nice. 9.
Okay. So it flies towards you, and it slams into you, and it wraps around you, and it just starts pulling you in towards it. And once you get up close to it, it just kind of slams you beneath the water, and it just holds you there. So you are now restrained, and your head is under the water, and you take 4 points of damage. And what is your constitution?
It's +2.
Okay. So there's not really a good one for water. Do that. Okay. Yeah. So now it is Grimlow's turn.
Right. I'm gonna go up here. Knowing that Rasmus is kind of alone facing that thing, I'm gonna go 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
Do I have to make a saving throw or anything like that?
If you're moving through its space, it counts as difficult terrain. So actually, you might not have enough movement to continue
What if
that.
I make a dash action?
If you do the dash action, you can.
How far can I go with the dash action?
So where did you start from?
Right here. That's
Okay,
10. So every time it's 10 feet.
So yeah, so this is 5 here, just to
So I
there,
can
and
move
then
5.
that's 15, and then 25. But you can't end your turn in its square, so you'd have to dash past it.
Okay, so then I'll dash, which doubles it, right?
Yeah. So you have another 25.
So then I want to go with like this, like 10,
Okay, so yeah, 10.
20,
Yeah.
30,
Yeah.
40.
That can be 35 if you're staying on the rocks.
Okay.
You just
So
kind of
then
have to edge.
35,
towards
40.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to back up Rasmus.
Okay.
That's the end of my
Uh,
turn.
Okay. So now as you sort of do that, you just kind of sprint ahead, just wading through the water, just charge through a big wall of water, hold your breath, plug your nose, just dive straight through it. And you manage to come out the other side on top of the solid land. And you run around the edge and you can see Rasmus just squaring off with this lady who's just cackling into his face. And then you see the lady just kind of throw her head back in laughter and then scream out, "Bring them to me!"
Holy shit.
And so, let's see. Okay. None of you guys are. So, yeah. So, Asher, you feel this secondary pull on your legs from within the water, and you start to kind of slide across the ground. But you manage to kick your legs free and stop the movement. And then, Kyle, you see more tendrils of water fly out towards you. You fuck right off. You see more tendrils of water fly out towards you, but you're able to just kind of let them wash over you, and they're not able to move your metal bulk. And then, Grimlow, they start creeping around the edge of the corner there from within the small water, but you're able to just kind of stay out of the way of it. And now,
Rasmus.
actually, still her turn.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
So Okay. So yeah. Okay. And then she lunges forwards towards Rasmus. Rasmus, what's your AC?
My AC is currently 14.
14? Okay, so she
Sounds
lunges
good.
forwards and she just starts wailing her claws, ramming them on your shield. And they just pound on your shield, and you're surprised by the strength of this just feral, disgusting woman.
Hey,
And
she
just
is
slamming against your shield, she manages to pull it away, and she rakes a long streak down your chest. You take 12 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
And our infected
okay,
with
but that's
gay.
hot.
That's hot.
You are slightly turned on. No.
My head becomes aroused.
My head starts to twitch. My head grows.
33%.
Okay.
Does she look like she's lived underwater or just near water?
Yeah, she's got like seaweed like running through her hair, and it looks like that's what her clothes are made out of too. And she's
That's
just
hot.
got this like kind of salty appearance.
I know what
Rasmus,
Mama
it
doing
is your
with
turn.
body.
I'm gonna like rear back in pain and pull my shield back in front of me. Ooh.
Little bitch.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, also, Hunter, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Okay, nice.
21.
Yeah, after she strikes you, you're just struck by the sheer terror of this creature. But whispering
Pull,
prayers to Thylea, you manage to kind of shake it off.
hunch back down behind my shield and cast about me, and seeing that Grimlo's coming to my aid, I look to him like eyes wide and say, "Lend a hand, please." And I'm going to pull my shield in front of me, take my action to disengage, and move back behind Grimlo.
Okay.
Do I have to? Can I do that, or I have to go in the water to do that?
No, you can do that.
Yeah, you can
I
move
have-
through his space.
I have enough movement either way.
Yeah,
If I
no,
didn't
you're
go in the
fine.
water, I'm gonna move back behind him and just like put a hand on his shoulder and let him know that I'm here to back him up. That I am beat to hell. Pass the turn.
Yeah. Okay. Sire, it's your turn.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Ben's right here.
Yes.
Water Dragon's still there.
Yes.
And
Ben
they're
is currently, you can't really see Ben. You can kind of see him, but his head is like thrust underwater. And he's kind of just got tendrils of water like on top of him.
Oh, he's under what? Oh, fuck. Fuck. Time to do some saving shit. So we'll take 10 movement to get into the water as well.
No, jumping into the water doesn't cost you any extra movement.
Okay.
It's
What?
just climbing out.
Fuck this. I'm gonna jump in the water.
Okay.
Try to help get Ben's face out of the water.
Okay. So you're gonna try to like pull Ben out of the water?
Yeah.
Okay, so make me a strength saving throw and with advantage because I'm assuming actually no. So Ben, you make a strength saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
Dear God.
Okay.
2 and a 6.
So yeah, Saya, you grab his arm with your free hand. You just kind of try to yank him out of the water, but the weight of the water is just crushing down on him. And you can't really get him out, and it's too slippery, and your hand keeps slipping off.
Okay. Then, you know what? Can I go underwater and try to roll a stealth?
The water's only 3 feet deep, so
What
that's
about
not
over
really.
here?
No, it's still only 3 feet deep.
Fuck. Okay.
Going
I'm,
It's
underwater
like
to
it's
hide
like
from the
3
water.
feet. It's like 3 feet deep max. So like
I
over
don't
there, it's actually a
drown
little
me,
less
man.
than 3 feet. Really,
You're
Ben
fuck-
is just drowning in it because his head is like shoved into it.
Pussy. Okay. Okay. So I started off right there. So it's 5, 10. How much movement do I have? I have 30. 20. Ooh, actually, Can I go in this?
You can move through it, but you can't end your turn in it.
Ah. I guess I'll end right here then. I'll stand in it.
And Asher, it's your turn. You can reattempt your escape save.
I shall do that.
Okay, so you can make either an athletics check or an acrobatics check. It's your choice. Or no, wait, it's a strength save, isn't it? Yeah, strength save. No, it is an acrobatics check or athletics. Your choice. I don't know why I got that confused.
Should I roll athletics then?
Yeah, you can choose athletics or acrobatics. It's the same as grapple.
Damn it.
What do you get?
6.
6. Okay, I should have stuck with the strength save. So yeah, you just can't quite get out of its grip. You kind of try to put your hands down to push yourself up, but the weight of the water is just crushing down on you. You can't quite get up. And you're starting to feel like darkness close in on the edge of your eyes as you're struggling for air. Okay, and then its turn. Kyle, what's your AC?
My AC is 16.
Okay, so another tendril of water flies out towards your throat. Are you holding a weapon right now? I guess not, because you tried to pull Ben up. So yeah, it flies towards you, this tendril of water. And you manage to get a hand up and just kind of, it washes over you, and it's still, this force feels like no other force you've felt from water before. It just kind of washes across your arms. But you are not...
I'll be a rusty boy after this fight.
Grimlow, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to step up and take an attack.
Okay.
On the hag. 2.
Oh, also, Grimlow, make me a wisdom saving throw as soon as you have a chance.
Before I make an attack?
Yeah, I would do it before if you haven't already started. Oh, okay. So just
this man's supposed to be terrified.
Seeing Hunter kind of dive behind you, just like bleeding profusely from his chest, and then you see this cackling woman and all her blood and gore just splashed all over the place. You just start to feel this presence in your mind that just starts to invade your thoughts, and you become frightened.
What does that do?
So you have to spend your movement basically just moving as far away as you can.
Well, I just moved 5 feet, so then 10 feet.
Can you take your attack action before that, or do you have to?
You can't willingly move. So it would be on the start of your... So you just can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear. And you will have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it's in your line of sight.
Who cares? 10 feet. 20 feet. Right, no, 10 feet. 15 feet.
You don't have to move. You can't move closer.
Yeah.
Oh. Fine then. I'll just shoot her with my longbow then. Wait, no. She's still within 10 feet of me. Screw her, I'll still make an attack with my halberd.
Okay, do so with disadvantage.
I still shall prevail, for I am righteous. Yep.
Hey, it's pretty decent.
What you got?
16.
19. Okay, so that will hit. So just seeing this like monstrous creature, you get kind of a primal fear, but also supplemented by a primal rage and just a desire to get out of this situation. And so you start just swinging your halberd, and she's still cackling, and she's not quite ready for it. And one good hack just sort of sinks into her chest, and she kind of pulls back out of it, so it's not extremely deep, but it cuts her cackles short. Okay. Now she's going to react. Okay, so Andrew, make me another wisdom saving throw.
Dear God. Why me? Nine.
Okay. So after that, she just kind of screeches and locks eyes with you, and you just kind of feel your vision start to darken around you, and you just start stumbling, and then everything goes black. You just collapse onto the ground, and you are reduced to 0 hit points.
What?
Damn.
Damn, we're about to get killed by a little bitch.
This is not an easy combat.
You're
But it's
all
actually
out of spell
easier.
slots going into it.
It's actually easier than it was originally in the book. So
Damn.
Well, part of the problem is we don't have any spells or action surges or anything like
In the
that.
book, was it a legit dragon?
no, there's just more stuff in this cave. Rasmus, it's your turn.
Is there a cyclops?
Hearing and seeing what happened to Grimlow, I'm going to immediately, before anything else, reach into the pouch at my side and pull out one of the potions that Proteus gave.
Okay.
And I'm going to pour it down Grimlow's throat.
Okay.
Shit.
Just drowns
Don't
in
you ever know
healing
you don't
potions.
feed unconscious. You don't
So
give unconscious people drinks. So they
Oh,
die.
Too
Grimlow,
bad.
I can't remember off the top of my head ever what a healing potion is.
You need to
2d4
put them
plus
in the
2.
recovery position.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and roll your
So,
2d4.
or actually, do you want Grimlow to roll it?
Oh well, you already rolled it. That's fine.
Oh heck yeah, 6 hit points.
Eight total, actually, because it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. You just kind of drop to your knees, pull out this potion, pop the cork, and just pour the shimmering red liquid down Grimlow's throat. And Grimlow, kind of just as your vision darkens, it shoots back alive into color. And you just have this pounding headache, but you are conscious. And you
Am I
do
still
have
afraid?
8 hit points. You are now kind of have more
Fucking
sense,
terrified.
more control of your senses.
Heck yeah.
Is
Where the fuck am I? This is not like any mushrooms I've been taking.
So Tyler, is feeding somebody a health potion, does that count as your action or your bonus action?
Yeah, that would be your action.
Action. All right.
Because you had to, pull it out
Yeah.
of your bag, get the top off, and pour it down his throat.
All right.
Yes.
Bonus action. Can I use my bonus action just to pull the other one out?
You can't use your bonus action, but I will let you pull it out.
Just pull it out.
It would be like your part of your movement, sort of,
Actually,
because you have a certain amount of things that are part of your movement.
Yeah. Actually, no. I'll just leave it in the pouch, and I'll just turn to Grimlow and say, "Hold her off as long as you can. I'm going to try to get our companion." Am I within range of the water thing right now, or am I?
Yeah, I mean, you're sort of right on the corner, and you can see sort of the bulk of the wall of water behind you.
I'm going to back up right against it and just hold up my staff. I can't do anything more this turn, but I'm going to hold up my quarterstaff ready to strike at it.
Okay.
Okay. I want to try some sketchy shit.
Let's do it.
So I want to go inside this motherfucker,
Oh boy. Okay.
Come on.
and I want to use my Ray of Frost.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Does he get advantage because he can't really miss?
No.
What?
You can definitely miss if you're inside of it, because AC is more than that. Okay, yeah, so kind of wading into this wall of water.
Jesus Christ.
I
You
just
try to
sit-
spin up your cannon, but the force of the water is actually stopping your spell hand and just
Fuck.
forcing it to twist too slowly, and you can't get it to really spin up.
Can I chill on him for a second?
You can't end your turn in him.
God, that's lame.
That's how you get STDs, Kyle.
That is how you get STDs.
Spend longer than a turn inside someone and you get water.
I am the STD. Yeah. I guess I like flop back out.
Flop.
Yeah. I don't breathe, motherfucker.
He doesn't need
Okay.
to breathe.
Yeah, I end my turn.
Okay. So,
Break free, Asher, please.
as you burst out of the other side of the water, you see sort of flying down the stairs back there. You see, hold on a second. Flying down the stairs and around the corner across the stones, you see Kyra.
Whoever it's the motherfucker.
Oops.
Okay.
Damn it.
It's like,
I
if it's the
Hold on.
motherfucker that
Dang
I
it.
spared, I'm gonna kill some fuckers.
Okay, hold on.
Real quick.
There we go. You see Kyra come flying out. And she again starts singing in this harsh yet beautiful language that you can't understand. Do any of you guys, what languages do you guys speak? Maybe you can sort of understand it.
I feel like I should speak more than I do, but I only have Common and Elven.
I have Common,
I speak-
Infernal, and Sylvan.
I was common and draconic.
I have
Oh,
Common,
okay.
Dwarven, and Elven.
Okay, so yeah, Hunter, what's your background? If it's Acolyte, I think you should have one more.
It's not Acolyte, it's Sailor.
Well, I'm not sure then. We'll have to check.
Yeah, Sailor's my more recent.
But Kyle, so you can almost understand this language. You see, like, catch a couple words that are similar and a couple phrases that are similar to Draconic. And she comes out singing in this language, and you all just feel kind of this wave of, like, hope wash over you. And so now, all
Did
of
you
you,
give me big dick
feel-
energy?
essentially, yeah, you just
Holy
feel
shit.
this, like, bravery surge through you. And on each of your guys' turn, you can re-roll one die of your choice.
Just
We
for
can
one
re-roll a
turn.
single dice of our choice.
Yes, on your turn. Or actually, it just has to be before her next turn.
All right.
And now it is Asher's turn.
We roll
Do
a
I
12.
need to wait to see the result before I decide to re-roll? Can I? I mean,
What are you rolling?
12.
Oh, you're rolling your escape.
Okay.
You can re-roll it, but not before you know the result of the action.
damn.
Reroll it.
Yeah, chances are at this point
But-
it'll be better.
Okay. What we'll do is you can re-roll it before you know the result, but you can choose either result.
There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Watch you get that one, your head explodes.
So yeah, Asher, you're just stuck under the water and you start to feel the darkness close in around the center of your vision. And then through the water, you can hear sort of this like heavenly voice just pierce through the water, and you can hear it somehow perfectly clearly. And just all the vision, the darkness flies back to the edges of your eyes. You burst up in just a rage of strength. And you smash off the water. And you can now take the rest of your turn. So you do still have your action.
Sure.
Okay.
So, there's not really anything I can do.
Nuka's
little-
ass.
That little wing is signifying you guys still have your reroll.
I have wings.
Just the little picture.
I have wings. I
Ew,
don't
yeah.
know what you just made.
I feel like they should have a D20 in here. Surprised that they don't.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and
I'm actually the angel of fucking death.
gonna get over here if I
Okay.
can. And then I'll just
You started from here.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you're
I
in
get
the
to
water,
this motherfucker
so-
all by myself.
Climb.
That's worked so well so far.
What's your movement, Ben?
You can't drown me.
30.
You
You
can't quite
fuck.
get there unless you move through the water.
Get
He's
here.
scared of the water.
Yeah, you can get there.
Okay. I'll just go there.
Okay. And you have 5 feet left. But
This
if you wanted
motherfucker
to
wants to
stop
kill
there, you
me.
can stop there.
Yes, you rip me apart.
And then is that all you're
There.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
bring me down.
And now this just massive wall of water. The tendrils start to fly up again, and you see another one slam towards you, Sire. But again, you're just able to get your hands up and keep it from knocking you over or forcing you in.
Pathetic.
Grimlow, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to use Second Wind and gain back. How many hit points was that? 1d10 plus my fire level. So roll a 10. So I gained back 10 hit points.
Okay, nice roll.
putting me at 18. And then I'm gonna make an attack with my halberd.
Ooh, damn boy. Okay. Yeah, getting your strength back, getting back up to your feet, kind of take in a deep breath, and then get a nice thrust with your halberd. And it just tears through her side. And she kind of shrieks in pain and stumbles backwards a little bit.
Nice. And that's it. Wait,
Okay.
actually, I'm gonna flank, kinda. So I'm gonna go 5, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna jump over there.
Okay.
And then that's like my turn.
Okay. So now she's going to turn towards you. And seeing you right there, she dives into the water, swinging her claws like mad in a frenzy. But swinging her claws like mad, flailing them at you in the water, you're able to just kind of keep her off with your halberd, hold it up as she tries to get in through to your body, but she's not able to get through it. Now it's Rasmus's turn.
All right. Seeing that I have at least one of my companions with me now, I'm going to turn to Asher and say, "Come on, we got to help Grimlow."
I'm sorry. Could I have re-rolled the damage dice?
Yes, you could have.
Damn it. Can I still do that?
No, it's too late now.
God damn it.
I'm going to call out. I'm going to tell Asher, like, "Come on, you've got seen that he's there now, and that I have at least one more companion to work with." And you say, "Come with me. We've got to help Grimlow. He's all alone up there." I'm going to take 25 feet of movement, get right here, and I'm going to take a swing at her with my quarterstaff.
Okay, do it.
I should have advantage, right? 'Cause
Yes, you do have advantage because you're flanking.
So I think I'm going to use. Oh, I had advantage. Can I still use the D20?
Yeah, no, you can re-roll one of those. You can re-roll your attack roll.
I'm going to definitely reroll. Can I just make another attack roll with the Is that advantage or?
Oh, I suppose.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's the same damage too. That's kind of funny.
That worked out though. So yeah. Oof.
Okay.
My best is a 3. Assuming I can choose whichever one, right? I can choose to take the new roll or take the old.
Yeah. So your
Yeah, best is an 11.
your best attack roll was a 11.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 11.
So yeah, coming in behind her, and try to slam your quarterstaff up towards her head, but she hears it somehow, and she is able to just kind of nimbly dash out of the way, away from Grimlow's halberd that she's been trying to chew through. And if you have anything left on your turn,
No, I'm just gonna stand there with my shield up, try and keep harrying her.
okay, Sire, it's your turn.
Okay.
Wait, isn't it? Oh, yeah. No.
I'm
Actually, wait. There is one more thing.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I just use the rest of my movement to get right there.
Okay,
Just open up more, and then I'll pass.
gonna go for this shit again.
also, Hunter, now you can see that this is sort of like a
Fucker.
bedroom.
Fuck!
Ooh.
What do those wings do to me?
You can
re-roll
re-roll
the
one die, so you can re-roll that attack roll if that's what it is.
Come on, come on, come on. Alright,
There we go.
alright.
Are you
Does it
doing Ray
hit?
of Frost again?
Yeah.
Yes, that hits.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
What? This guy.
Fuck. Okay.
He's just
Okay, so you still got 3.
Why is
So,
everyone doing 3 for
Not coming
damage?
right here.
So, kind of running through it, spinning up your spell cannon, you manage to freeze a chunk of it and actually grab it and take it out of the water monster. And it's just that much smaller from having a chunk of it frozen like that. And you just kind of toss it off to the side.
Ooh, I'm gonna end this boy's career. Okay, I end my turn.
Okay. So,
Do you only get to use the wing thing once?
yeah. And actually now they're gone because it's back to the start of her turn.
Okay, I'll get rid of it.
What?
So, okay. Yeah. Get rid of that. So, I'd love to.
Go get some money.
I can't reach it. Okay, so then, Kyle, after you burst through
Okay.
the other side of the water monster,
Mm-hmm.
you hear just kind of from the back of the cave Kyra's voice as she goes, "Get down!" You just hear this crackling boom.
This motherfucker's about to electrocute the whole fucking. Okay. Fuck me, right? Not like I'm in the
Me too,
water.
man.
Fries your circuits.
Yeah, my god.
Okay,
What the fuck?
so this crackling,
Oh Jesus!
you just hear this crackling noise, and the cave glows blue. And Kyle, you can see sort of through the wall of water this massive lightning bolt just streak through the air
Fuck.
and slam into the giant water monster. And it actually like screeches and twitches as it just has this convulsing like throw as all this lightning rages through its body, if you could call it that.
Alright.
And then Asher, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna run up here.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my reckless attack
Okay.
Get advantage on striking the seaweed lady.
Do it. Nice.
18.
An 8. Okay. So yeah, rushing forwards, you just abandon all caution, dive forwards, and make a huge swing with your great axe, and just kind of sink it deep into her side as she's sort of turned towards Rasmus, and she screeches in pain. And it sort of like Sire, and you can tell now as she sort of screeches in pain, after the lightning has like struck through the water monster, you hear this screech in pain, and then you see the water monster kind of dip in just this weird little, like, as if it kind of like falls and then rises back up.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, and then is that the end of your turn, Asher?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you hear as this as that axe just slams into the lady and she screeches.
And is inflicted with gay.
She is infected with gay. She just throws back her head and she screeches, "Hurt them! Hurt them!" And then okay. What are you guys' AC?
16.
14.
16.
I don't like
13.
Okay. So basically, as she screams out, "Hurt them," these just kind of blasts shoot from the water. Not even like the water monster itself, but just wherever is closest to you. And it's going to take me a second to roll. Okay, so Grimlow, remember this number, 3.
Okay.
Asher, remember this number, 3. And Sire, remember this number, 1.
Okay.
Just to help me out for a second. And then okay. So Grimlow, what was your number again?
3.
Okay. So simultaneously to each of you, out of the water, these blasts of water fly out. And the one that flies towards Grimlow, sort of from behind the lady, from like over in this area, it slams into your leg. And you
Wait,
take...
I have 17 AC, you know that, right?
Yes.
Damn it.
So it slams into your leg, and you take 6 damage, bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a dex save.
Wait, what is it doing?
Right now,
Pierced
a
his
blast
leg.
of water is slamming into your leg, and it's sort of trying to get a wrap around you.
Don't be such a pussy. It's like a squirt.
The good old reach around.
Make me a dex save. 8, okay. And then, Asher, the same thing happens to you. The water flies from behind you, slams into your legs, and you take also 6 damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make me a dex save also. And then, Sire, your number was 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said
So
6 points?
Yeah, 6 points of damage. So, Sire, 1 flies out of the wall of water in front of you, and it slams into the center of your mass. And I need you to make me a strength save.
10.
10. Okay.
And I couldn't have gotten this
Perfectly
strength save.
balanced, as all
So
things
these
should.
just like slams of water. Grimlow and Asher, the water that flies out from the small river in the cave, flies out, slams into you with a force that, if it were any better place you feel like could just break your legs, and it just wraps around you, and these tendrils of water just form and lift you guys up into the air, and you're both just kind of left dangling in the air by your legs.
Wait, Tyler,
That
you
is-
saw that I got 18.
On your deck save,
Yeah, you got 18.
I see a
looking
10.
right now. It's 10, 10, 18. And then
Oh,
you put
okay, you had
danger sense.
advantage. Okay, so no, Ben, you're fine. You still take the damage, but you are not dangling in the air. But Grimlow has just this tendril of water wrapped around his leg that's sort of holding him up in the air. And I
Damn.
can't get to the right thing. There we go.
Do any of them lash at me?
No. Well, one did, but it did not hit you.
Oh, that's
And then Sire, you made a 10.
Yes.
So yeah, the one that slams into your chest, it just slams into so much force that you're just knocked backwards into the water, and you are prone.
Wait, so he means he's under the water?
Yes, more or less.
Well, it
But
doesn't
he's
matter.
not being held under the water.
It doesn't matter because he can breathe underwater. So
Oh yeah, that's true too, because he doesn't need oxygen.
I'm a shark now. Done.
Where's the? There we go. Wait, no, get back here. Stop it. Get back here.
I've entered my natural element.
There we go. There's the submission one.
Oh shit! You didn't tell me I'm in submission.
You're
So
bent.
now-
You're bent right now.
Oh
turn.
fuck! Where's
I've assumed you're the position.
where's the fucking tentacle? Where's the tentacle?
And Kyle, you take 7 bludgeoning damage.
I think how much?
7.
Damn.
Okay, and then another. You
You're
feel
really gonna
just
get it.
pressure flowing through the water towards you, Sire, but you're able to just kind of flail your arms, and it's not able to kind of flood over you like it's been doing. Now it's Grimlow's turn.
okay, I'm going to not try to unfly.
You're not going to try to break out.
No, can I? I have 10 feet of reach with my halberd. Can
Yeah.
I make an attack and break the oracle's chain?
So she's like currently wrapped by water. So you can try to like. So you want to try to get her out of it?
Yeah.
You
I
can try to
thought
help her
you
get
were
out
going
of
to.
the
I thought
grapple.
she was
Yeah. She's
Okay.
not chained, but she does have like similar tendrils of water wrapped around her.
That's
Okay,
supposed to be a girl.
Instead, then I'm gonna death from above the hag and swing down with my halberd from the sky.
Okay, make your attack. $13. Okay,
Yeah.
so dangling in the air, you try to swing your halberd down at her, but you're just not quite able to because you're kind of swinging around upside down, and you're just not quite able to connect.
Jesus Christ, this is not going well. I feel like this fight could have gone over really fast if we would have rolled well.
That first attack would have helped for sure.
Yeah,
Now it's her
would have
turn.
loved.
That would have been a nice hit. Okay, and then she turns to Asher and just starts flailing again with her claws. And this time she manages to like tuck both claws down low and just kind of spring forwards under where you're holding your battle axe. And she just sinks her claws in deep into your chest. You take 9 points of slashing damage.
God damn.
You just feel this wave of disgusting smells.
Can I yell to Rasmus?
Yeah.
Alright. I have a plan. I just need you to help me get down from up here. So just break me down, and then we got her. She's dead.
Then it's Rasmus's turn now.
I mean, take a deep breath and say, "All right, I'm trusting you." And Be held by tendrils?
Yeah, he's being held by a tendril of water. It's kind of dangling him over there.
Would it be possible for me to take a swing at that tendril?
Yeah, you can try.
I will swing at the tendril with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
That's a natural one.
Yeah, no, that's not going to work. So you swing your quarterstaff, and it just kind of breaks through the water, but it just nothing really happens. It just kind of breaks through the water, and the water just kind of reforms and continues to hold Grimlow. He sort of dips in the air a second, and then it's continued
All right.
to stay up in the air.
Just going to keep up my shield and move up near the oracle, I guess.
Okay.
It's like, a pleasure to meet you, lady. We're in the process of rescuing you. It'll be just a moment.
She doesn't really respond. She kind of
I'll
has
be
her.
free in a jiffy.
She kind of has her like own
Has she done
struggles.
anything this entire time?
She has not said anything. She's
Said
kind
anything?
of continuously being re-held by the water. It's sort of like swirling around her. So she's been trying to get out the whole time, like struggling against it. And she looks enraged, but she just can't really get free.
So yeah, I'm just gonna say, worry not, lady. We'll have you free as soon as we can. I'm doing my best not to die.
Sire, it's your turn.
Okay.
Kill the ice thing. Kill the water thing.
I'm scared. Wait, it says take a turn? Yeah, no, fuck that. Ooh, it's a one bonus action. So, fuck. When I went through it, did I feel like it could have been, like, shit can hit it? Do I... Okay. Would I think shit can hit it, go straight through?
What do you mean?
Like, if I threw a spear at this motherfucker, is it going to, like, make contact, or is it just gonna... Whoop?
I mean, people have been hitting it.
Fuck. Okay. I use... Fuck it, yeah. I'll use my, arcane weapon
Okay.
as my bonus action. And then I will launch on my spear. I'll give it lightning. I'll launch my spear at it.
Wait a minute. You're in the water.
He's made of metal. It's okay.
That's worse.
Fuck! That's a one.
It's a one.
No.
That's a nat
shit,
one.
dude.
Oh, no.
God damn, 2 in a row.
Good at this game.
Part of the rolls are part of this one is just the rolls. Rolls have been bad.
Oh fuck!
Okay, so yeah, you just can't get a grip on your spear because it's been drenched in the water, and it just kind of is slipping around in your hands, and you throw it, but it doesn't really do anything. It kind of just clatters off to the side. But that's your returning weapon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll just come back to your hand. You don't even
Okay.
have to use a bonus action, right?
No.
It just returns to your hand.
Yeah, it just turns.
Immediately
Okay,
after it's
hopefully
used.
the singing
So it just
lady
flies back into your hand.
can
Yeah.
freaking lightning bolt the dude again.
This. Excuse me. Okay. So you hear again sort of this just like rising hum of power through the cave, sort of from the other side. You stop watching videos, Kyle?
Or else you're
From
gonna
that.
get permanently smited.
Yeah, seriously. I'm going to permanently ban you. From the other side of this cavern, and you see a green light just quickly flash through the cavern, and it strikes the water monster. And you just sort of see this wave that you've been looking at just kind of gradually shrink in size until it is just like half the size it was before.
It's a little
Shrink
squishy.
And then you hear her beautiful heavenly voice start to carry through the cavern again. And it just kind of fills you with bravery and resilience. And so until the end of her next turn, if you're reduced to 0 hit points, you do not die or go unconscious.
Is that for Kyle or all of us?
For everybody. So now it's Asher's turn. And I'll explain
Okay.
more how that works in a minute.
How's the seaweed lady looking?
She definitely looks beat up, but she still looks like she's got quite a bit of fight left in her. But she's
Okay.
less like cackling and more enraged.
Delightful. Oh,
Oh,
I'm just gonna make a normal attack at her.
okay. Do it.
14.
14.
Okay.
So that will hit. So
Only 4
damage.
damage.
So yeah. Just enraged, you kind of cry out, throw up your great axe. You just manage to sink it down into her side again.
Wouldn't you also have advantage on that because flanking?
You would, so go ahead and no,
Because-
because you already hit. So well, you can roll your
Since we're
d20 and just see if you get a crit.
Wait, what is this for?
This is for advantage because she's being flanked.
Oh, okay.
So just roll your d20. No, okay. So it stays. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
No, there's not really anything I can do.
Okay. So after you swing in with your great axe like that, you hear her just kind of start to like growl, and then she cries out, "Drown them all!" And you just sort of feel this rumbling throughout the whole cavern, and you hear this rush of water from back behind, sort of where Grimlow and the Oracle are, and you can feel the water start to rise above your. So let's see, it's 3 feet. So now the water, it starts to rise, and you feel it start to lift you up, sort of, and it has by now risen about 3 feet. So it sort of starts to wash over all this stuff over here. So yeah, it's about a foot above all of this now. And so if you are standing, let's see, Grimlow, you're hanging in the air still.
Yeah.
Hunter, you're standing on the bank, right?
Yeah.
So now the water starts to sort of pool around your like mid calf, around your ankle. Asher, you're in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's as it starts to rise, you sort of start to have to swim, and you're kind of now like paddling to keep afloat. And Sire, you're doing the same thing. Actually, how tall are you?
I think I should be fine.
Are those torches in the room out now?
So these ones,
5'10".
okay, so these ones back here are out because the water has sort of flowed in there and it's put out those candles. These ones over here, those platforms extend higher above the water. So those before the water rose were about 5 feet above the water, the surface of the water itself. So now there's about 2 feet left of land, sort of, and some of these rocks are still jutting quite a bit above the water itself. So, yeah. Okay. Now,
pink.
yeah, I don't know why the color switched from pink or switched from blue to pink. This is still, these are all still jutting quite a bit above the water, and this step is still, actually, no, this step is covered in water, but this one is still visible to nobody because nobody's standing over there.
I mean, Kyra is.
Well, you don't know what she can see.
Maybe I do.
I mean, you don't know what I don't know.
Maybe you don't.
Maybe I can. You don't know.
Okay. And I was going to do one of these. Yeah, more water tendrils start to fly out towards you, Kyle. But again, even though you're now sort of swimming, you're able to just keep them from pushing you under. And it is now Grimlow's turn. And so, Grimlow, as soon as it's your turn, you feel as the water level rising, the water that was holding your feet just start to slacken, and then you drop into the water. But you're able to kind of right yourself. So you're no longer being held, but you are now
Grimlow, I did it.
basically swimming.
Yay! Wait, I'm swimming?
Yes.
But I'm on top of, look.
Oh, I guess there's a rock right there, isn't there? Okay. So you're standing about 2 feet above the water still.
Awesome. Okay.
That rock is about the same as the other ones.
So I guess it's time to halberd attack.
Okay.
I call this one the Pussy Destroyer 10,000.
There we go.
Hey,
Okay. So, righting yourself, you slam your halberd down, and it just sinks into her back while she's, or I guess it's more of her side, while she's turned towards Asher. And she stumbles forward and cries out and sort of like falls onto Asher and then
Nice.
pushes herself. Oh, wait, what were you going to say?
I said nice.
Oh no. Okay. And then she pushes herself back and rights herself up. But now she's kind of like stumbling into the water, and the water's starting to fill with this just like black inky blood. And she's going to turn and try to sink her claws into Grimlow. Nope. So she turns towards Grimlow. She tries to slash at his feet, which are basically, or not your feet, but like your legs. But with the high ground, you're able to kind of duck back and keep her off you. And now it is Rasmus's turn.
I mean, seeing where things are going and how very uncomfortable I am right now as far as health, I'm going to just take my action to chug down the last health potion.
Okay, do it.
Greedy bastard. Just kidding. I already used one.
Ooh. Alright. And that's all I can do on my turn, except just keep doing my best to provide a distraction for her.
Sorry, what was that? Repeat what you just said.
I drink my health potion, and then that's all I can do on my turn besides trying to provide a distraction for her.
Okay. So you take, oh yeah, you regained your 10. Okay. Then we'll go to Sire. It's your turn.
Good. I'm gonna try to do what I did last time. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so that ain't gonna do nothing. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So, whoa. Oops. You just hear her continue. You hear Kyra from the back of the cavern continue to sing this song as she climbs up on that rock. And you still feel this resilience flowing through you. Asher, it's your turn.
Okay.
And as you are now swimming, I believe. Okay, so you have disadvantage on melee attack rolls unless it's a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident.
Okay. So, I try and get up onto like the ledge that's right by me.
Yeah, so you can climb onto that. That's 10
Okay,
feet.
so I'm
of
gonna
movement.
do that. And then, like, would I have normal attack on her now?
Yeah.
We'll just do that.
Or advantage.
Oh, yeah, you do have advantage, actually.
Okay.
Perfect.
19.
Sick. Okay. So, climbing up onto the bank, just 2 hands on your great axe, kind of roar, just slam it down straight into her shoulder, and it's like almost was straight into her neck, but it just kind of contacts with her shoulder instead. And you can feel it just kind of tear apart that part of her arm, and it sinks in deep, and she is like thrust sort of underneath the water, and she kind of feebly manages to sink back, and she's still alive, but just barely.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And then she sort of lifts one claw and just kind of pushes it up towards the ceiling, and the water level rises about another 5 feet to where
Now I'm
now.
completely underwater.
Yes. So just all the Sire, this is going to affect you the most because now all these lights are completely extinguished. And so the
Fuck.
cavern just goes pitch black for you and you cannot see
The
anything.
fuck is that?
And now you
Wait,
are
glowing-
also swimming.
It turned from organized drawings to holy shit.
Kyle, remember you can
water.
make this
There's
glow.
water everywhere. Grimlow, yeah, you are now swimming also. Rasmus, you're swimming.
What about
And
the
Asher,
Oracle?
you're swimming again
Okay.
as the water surges upwards.
What about
The Oracle is continuing to be sort of like lifted up.
Oh, okay.
It's deliberately keeping her from drowning, but it's really just her head sticking out of the water at this point. And then attack. Okay,
Wow.
that's not going to hit at all. So it slams out. Sire, you can feel just water pressure start to pull at your arms, but still swimming, you're able to kind of, even in the darkness, just get it
Mhm.
off. Grimlow, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going. Can I still make an attack action?
You can, but you'll have disadvantage. But actually, no, because there's no one directly behind her, so you have disadvantage.
What if I swim? Is there any way I can swim, get flanking?
No, because you'd have to be in either Asher's spot or Rasmus's spot.
Okay. Oh, I can't end a turn there. Can I go there and attack and then keep swimming?
Well, I suppose you could, but I don't really think it would give you advantage because you'd be like trying to swim around Asher and attack at the same time. So ultimately, I don't think it would accomplish what you'd like to accomplish.
Okay. Well, then I'll just. Make a disadvantage attack roll. Thank God.
Okay,
12
yeah, that
damage.
does not matter. So just one tippy toe kind of bouncing up and down on the rock, like when you go to the
not even
pool.
a tippy toe, bro. I'm like completely
Not
under the
even a
water.
tippy toe. Just like sinking under, then jumping back up and sinking and jumping. You managed to.
I'm 5 foot.
So this is the killing blow. So if you'd like to do this,
Okay.
you can.
No, I just hack her like in the neck, and then she just bleeds out.
Okay, so yeah, flying up, you just swing the halberd down with all your strength, even though you're swimming, and you're able to just bring it down straight into the part of her that just starts to rise out of the water again, and it just slams into her so hard that it forces her down under the water again, and you just kind of see her arms sink beneath the water, and her head just kind of bobs up to the top of the water.
But I want to pin her body with my halberd like on the ground, so that she can't flow away or anything like that.
Okay, so yeah, then you spin it around, get the point of the halberd, and just shove it straight through where her body is. And
Does the
as
water
you do that,
subside?
yeah, the water begins sink across the whole cavern. And Kyle, the wall of water that was kind of rising above you just completely disperses into the water, and just the whole thing, all the water just starts to drain sort of into the back of the cavern. And
Did
as
the
the water
water-
drains away, what's that?
Did the water flow up onto that bed?
Yeah, so I mean everything is soaked. It's still pitch black. Kyle, you feel yourself start to sink sort of to the point where you're just now standing again in the same depth. And as the water subsides, you can see her just disgusting corpse. Since you guys have dark vision, you can see her just pinned into the ground by Grimlow's halberd. That's a terrible halberd, but you get the idea. And yeah, and now the oracle sort of drops against the wall, just kind of panting for breath.
I will immediately. Is the man that the hag was stabbing still there at all?
In a way, like his,
Is he
corpse
very
is.
obviously dead?
Yeah, he's definitely dead. He's just like his corpse is bloated and waterlogged, and all his stab wounds are.
So
kinda
instead, I will
disgusting.
turn to the oracle, since I'm right next to her, kind of panting myself, drop down to one knee next to her and ask, Lady Versi, are you okay?
She kind of gathers herself, gets a hand, and wipes the water out of her eyes, and she kind of clears her throat. She goes, "Yes." And then she turns and looks to the corpse of the hag, and she just spits on it. Says, "Bitch." Did you catch
What
that?
happened? I didn't catch all that.
You didn't?
She called her a bitch and spit on the hag.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
all
that.
it was.
Was that it? All right.
Yeah, that was it.
That's no
So I will
way
kind of-
to speak as a lady.
Are you saying that, Andrew?
Oh no.
Okay.
Look back to her and ask, what exactly has happened? We spoke some with your priests upstairs and your man Proteus, but how'd you come under attack? What has happened?
I don't know. She came through the back of the cavern, through the river. I recognize her.
Who is she?
Helica, one of my father's servants. Why she's here, I couldn't say, but I'm sure it has something to do with you, heroes.
We found, I don't know if you were aware, we found more men, members of the Order of Sidon upstairs, attacking and slaughtering your priest. We've dealt with them, but there are some that we took prisoner.
Excellent. They shall be brought to justice. My poor priests. She kind of puts a hand to her eyes and says a quick blessing.
A number were slain, but we did manage to save 3, including your high priest Proteus.
Good. I don't know what I would do without Proteus. Thank you,
Well,
heroes,
so
for
they're
keeping them
lovers.
safe. What did you say?
So they're lovers.
The dwarf and the oracle.
Kinky.
Oh, I like that. Where this is going.
He knows what reward he's gonna have.
Yeah.
I will help if she has not already risen. I will offer my hand to help the oracle to her feet. I stand back to join my companion.
Okay. So yeah, she gracefully takes your hand and kind of rises up, and she kind of just surveys. Well, actually, I'm not sure she can see anything.
All right, let's talk XP.
If she can't, I'll light. Like if she asks to see, I'll light up my hand with a light spell.
Fuck. This cavern's over 1,000 square feet.
What? She can see it. She can't see actually. So
She
yeah.
can't see,
So
alright.
so you don't even have to do anything. You reach out your hand. She gracefully
no-
takes it and
All
stands
right,
up.
and nonetheless, knowing that it's dark and knowing that Sire cannot see from previous experience, I will light up the tip of my staff.
Okay. Yeah. So Sire, you can see the glowing
Should illuminate.
illumination. Yeah, sort of just surround Rasmus.
I'm gonna scoop up the hag corpse and carry it.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
have
you pick it up
we
and
have,
it's just nasty.
we have 40 feet of illumination. If it is
Okay, yeah, so now, Sire, you can see this beautiful woman standing before you, just shining, absolutely shining, despite everything that's happened.
His head begins to swell.
It twitches. My head twitches.
just a little bit of motor oil pours at the
It just starts bubbling at the top. And also joining you was the figure of Kyra from the outside. She says, "Well, that was quite exciting." She kind of shakes the water off of one of her scrolls. What is this picture?
It looks like the girl you're talking about.
Do I even want?
Who is
That-
this?
It's what, Jay Barshow? He's from Source's Apprentice. I think
What?
that this person right here reminds me of him.
Okay, well, trust me, she's a lot more beautiful than the drawing can capture.
Woodbow.
But yeah, so Kyra comes around and she walks over to the oracle. She says, "My lady, are you okay?" And the oracle just kind of nods her head and she says, "Thank you, Kyra, for bringing them to me."
Okay, I'm gonna carry the hag into this room and loot her body.
Okay. So yeah, wading through the water and then climbing back up on the other side and setting her down. You kind of go through her pockets that she doesn't really have, but she has this little
There's one pocket.
sort of
At least 2.
yikes,
Yeah, at least
this
two.
sort of like seal skin satchel that's kind of been hanging at her side.
Is
And you
Is that what I call
find
it?
inside just a bunch of bones and refuse and like little snacks that she was saving for later. But you also find in all this grime and disgusting gore like a small shining pearl and a single waterlogged note. You shut the fuck up, Kyle.
I'm gonna grab the pearl, and then I'm just gonna throw the satchel, put the note back in it, and throw the satchel back out to the hallway. And then, is all this money and loot sitting around? Is that the oracle's?
So looking around in this room, you see just stacks of gold and
Oh shit.
fine jewelry, emeralds and
Get out of
gems.
here.
Kyle, shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna look around. Can she see? Can I make a stealth check?
You can try.
I'm gonna make a stealth check.
While this is going on, I'm going to call out Grimlow. Anything interesting?
I walk in.
Uh,
Actually, no, I can't.
hold
I
on.
can't stand there,
Did you
can
throw
I?
the-
15
did
to
you throw the note
stealth.
on the ground? Did you throw the note on the ground?
Yeah.
All right, I'm
So
gonna go pick up
as
the note.
you're, so 15. What are you doing with that?
I'm gonna try to stealthily stuff a bunch of treasure in my pocket.
Okay, so as soon as you start reaching your hands out for the treasure, you just hear Kyra from the outside go, "I wouldn't do that if I were you."
Oh shit.
Why?
Curses in this land are very powerful, and they don't take kindly to treasure thieves.
God.
Guys, this is really hard for me not to take the coins.
Would you like to know what happens to grave robbers and treasure thieves in lands?
Well, this ain't a grave, is it?
It is a treasure store.
Treasure stores are meant to be
Robbed.
taken.
Grimlow.
No, it's not rob. It's just a transaction here.
Rob.
Let me
Perhaps-
explain to
perhaps-
you what happens
Perhaps
to
you
those
should wait.
who steal from their friends. Within several days, 3 demons will pursue you
Oh,
for days. They'll capture you, take you to the island of the Oathbreakers, and force you to live out the rest of your miserable life, pushing boulders and being tortured.
then I'll call out to the Oracle. Okay, then. So, can I have a pocket full of treasure?
She just kind of turns to you and she says, "No."
Well, we just saved your life, god damn it!
Grimlow, perhaps we should spend some time discussing this before we attempt to take advantage of our host's hospitality.
I appreciate everything you've done, but there's much work to be done.
Well, clearly not enough. Okay. I'm
And
gonna
if
walk.
you'll organize in the center of the room,
I'm gonna bend over and
we
pick
can
up that.
discuss your prophecy.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry the hag in and then toss the note thingy.
Wait, can I try to read the note? What am I going to pick up on?
You're going to try to read the note?
Yeah.
So it's just written in common, but the
I
ink
can't
is
read
kind
that
of...
well.
Oh, you can't read? So the ink is kind of smeared, and you're already having a hard time reading it.
Hold up my light for him and also read over his shoulder.
You're going to read over his shoulder?
No. I'm
Ostensibly-
gonna turn away. I'm gonna be sneaking out.
Ostensibly, I'm holding up my light for you.
I can read in the dark. Just what couple words do I pick up on?
Looking at this letter, you
Let me
can
make
kind of
it
make out... You can make out like the 3-letter words. You can make out like, "I bid you now the of you, me, you, the sea, the my, her, and to, and I, you, Sidon."
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Rasmus and I'm gonna say, okay, can you come here for a second? And I'm gonna come over here and sit down.
Of course, and I'm gonna follow him.
You guys gonna have a little reading lesson?
No.
Oh. We'll follow him over.
Okay. This is embarrassing. Can you just help me?
Wait, what do you ask?
Can you help me?
Of course.
Me and the literacy thing, we don't get along too good.
Well, that's quite all right. Literacy happens to be a specialty of mine. I can tell you exactly what it says if you'd like.
I want help though. I want to read it, but I want help.
While you guys are doing this, the Oracle walks over to Sire and Asher, and she just kind of looks at both of you. Sire, you can only barely see, but she just kind of looks like she's admiring both of you guys.
Can I just spend however much time it's going to take helping?
Are we gonna go for this?
Grimlow read this?
What are you doing, Hunter?
I'm just gonna spend however much time it
Tap
takes to
you on
help
the
Grimlow
shoulder
read
and
this
like
note.
kind of push that yes.
What?
Hold on a second. Okay, Hunter first.
Not living women.
While whatever's going on in that hallway goes on, I'm gonna spend however long it takes helping Grimlow read this note.
All right.
Okay.
What did I read?
So yeah, you guys just kind of working together with Hunter helping you piece it together. You managed to read Helica. I bid you now make good upon the oath of service that once you swore me. You know the secret ways through the forgotten sea to the cave where my daughter dwells. Find her and bring her to Praxis unharmed, and I will release you from your oath. And it's signed sort of kind of crudely, not very elegantly, Sidon, Lord of all.
Where did it say to bring her to?
Praxis. So I will get this and
So does it-
put it in your guys'
Oh,
journal.
you're just gonna have my hand up.
Yeah. So I'll have
I'm
to.
trying to take notes, but I cannot write them.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I'll find it. and
Oh, how
put it
much
in
is
there.
that pearl worth, by the way?
Looking at it, you can tell that this pearl is easily worth 100 gold pieces,
Oh. I'm gonna pocket it now. I'm like a ton of work.
which also makes it usable for the identify spell. Did I not down? Okay, so now Ben and Kyle, what's going on with you guys?
Oh.
Something interesting.
We're just standing here.
Okay.
I'm gonna
What was
walk
the oracle's name again?
The Oracle.
Yeah, what's her
And
name?
Versi. You remember her name is Versi.
Hey, you do the talking, Ben, for this one.
So, Versi, right?
Yes. Asher.
Oh, wait, what? I didn't tell you my name.
Oh, I've been watching you for quite some time.
Oh shit.
Wait, so like you see me at night.
I see you in my visions. You have
Oh,
a
okay, so you don't like always see me like when I'm going pee or something.
no. It's more of a inclination of your past and your future.
Oh, well,
Oh,
she's probably seen some
so
questionable shit.
you know my pasts.
Yes. And she puts one of her hands on your shoulder and she says, I know the perils that have brought you here. And I'm afraid that only more lay ahead. But you are stronger than you realize.
All I've been doing is fainting off and
To
on. What are you
painting.
guys gonna do with soldiers upstairs?
It's
You
like, holy
said
shit, maybe I'm
gonna
doing the
bring
wrong guy.
Esther?
What'd you say, Ben?
What are you gonna do to the soldiers upstairs that I captured?
She kind of straightens up and she says, they will be brought to Astoria to face the justice of King Pythor.
Okay.
But when she says that, Versi kind of, or not Versi, Kyra kind of just, because she kind of scoffs and chuckles a little bit.
So you can see people's past?
Yes. I know where you come from, man of metal. She kind of tick, tick, on your chest. You will be returned to your master.
Whoa. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna walk away now.
Wait, what? You'll be returned to your master?
And she turns to you and she says, in due time, my friend. And then she kind of calls to the rest of you. If someone will fetch Proteus, we can begin. And then she turns and sort of strides back to the center of the cavern.
I'm gonna head up.
I'm carrying
I will
Hag's
head
body
upstairs
with
and
me. You got a
grab
body.
Proteus.
Okay. So yeah, you guys head back upstairs, and as soon as you come out the top of the stairs, Proteus kind of comes right in front of you and he goes, "Is she safe? Is she okay?"
She's dead.
Yes, Lady Versi is safe. She was calling a meeting and would like you present.
He goes, "Oh, excellent," and he runs sort of back into his chamber, and he comes back with just an armful of candles and some like incense and just other holy type items, things for rituals. And he just goes, let's not tarry, and he hurries back down the stairs.
I'll head down with him, and if his arms are really full, like help him carry stuff if he needs.
Like, oh, thank you.
I'm gonna look at the oracle. I'm gonna
Gladly
ask her
gives you
because
some
I'm
stuff
still
to
holding the
carry.
hag. I'm gonna say, do you guys, you burn your witches around here?
She just turns to the corpse and she spits on it again, and she says,
I'm carrying it.
"Burn and Stygia."
Does any spittle get on me?
No, it's a very graceful spit.
So we
She
don't
will
burn
not
witches.
earn a proper burial.
Well, where I come from, your body being burned is not exactly, proper. Yeah.
And she turns to you and she says, "Yes, the dwarf kingdoms are not known for their tradition of cremation."
Well, do we burn her, or what do you want me to do? Do I not burn her? Don't burn her, is what you're saying.
I suppose I'll leave such decisions up to yourself.
I'm just gonna throw it over my head back into the water.
Just a gentle splash, and it starts to kind of float down gently. Although it's
Alright.
only 3 feet deep, so it doesn't get very far.
We could perhaps take her out of here with us. Leave her somewhere
Excellent.
where she's not going to bother people as she rots.
I want her out of my sight.
When we leave, we'll take her with us.
And so as you're kind of discussing this, Proteus is kind of setting up the candles and kind of trying to fluff up the rug, but they're utterly soaked, so he's not really able to do anything about it. And he lights the candles and just kind of gradually takes things out of your arm to set up around here. And I guess I could bring Proteus in here.
Yeah. No, he's just a phantom.
He's a phantom.
Dang phantom.
Phantom of the opera. Where is
He's a
he?
phantom.
Any phantom?
There's a phantom.
Where is he? There he is. Well, so yeah, he's just kind of running around setting up these candles, getting ready, and then after a few minutes, he turns back to Versi, and he says, "My lady," and he kind of bows and puts his hands together and drops to his knees. And she turns to the rest of you and kind of looks, like raises one eyebrow. "Are we ready?"
Ready for what?
She kind of chuckles and says, "Your future."
What?
And as she
That's why we came here.
says that, she lifts her hands up into the air, and the vaporous mists that are just kind of flowing around the bottom of this cavern, they start to swirl and just gradually grow in intensity. And they kind of swirl around her, and they like go up into her nose and mouth and just like
I don't like this.
swirl around her, and she kind of starts to sway. And you notice that Proteus has brought out this little drum, and he's kind of been just like tapping on this drum, and she starts to sway into this drum. And she turns, and she suddenly just kind of takes one long breath in and one long breath out. Turns and just kind of gradually locks eyes with each of you in turn. And each time she kind of hovers onto your eyes, you just feel her like looking straight into your soul. And she turns and she says, after some time, "You warriors who stand here gathered will test. The fates have revealed 3 great tasks that must be accomplished before you are ready to sail into the 3 seas and face the Titans. You must shape the silver fires of the Lost Forge in order to craft the tools that you will need. You must claim the mighty weapons wielded against the Titans by the first Dragonlord, and you must drink deep from the bottomless dragon horn, for it will reveal a vision that I cannot see." And then she turns to Asher, and she says, "You, tortured one, a great fire consumes your mortal soul. Your doom will mean the doom of us all. Seek my sister, Demetria. She knows what you seek." And then in turn, she kind of sways and turns to Rasmus. She says, "You seek a family, a people that never were. Demetria is powerful, and her reach is long. She possesses that which was lost." Kind of sways again and turns to Sire. She says, "Strange one, you come from a land beyond the stars, beyond the fabric itself. You will be returned to your master, but you must seek the mithril forge." And then she turns and points to Grimlow, and she says, "And you, beyond the fog, beyond the seas." She kind of turns and looks at both of you in turn. "Both of you will find your way home. Seek the lost treasure of the Dragonlords. There you will find tools for your journey." And then turning back into the rest of you, or to the rest of you, she kind of see this like pain cross over her face, and she closes her eyes. She says, "But woe unto thee, for I have seen the end of all things. My father's anger cannot be quelled, and his sister schemes even now. Your quest may yet fail, and if it should, the sky will rain black fire, and the doom of Thylea will come." And when she says that, she kind of shudders and then just kind of drops to her knees. And Proteus drops the drum and he rushes over and he helps her up, sort of to the back of the cavern. So yeah.
All right, boys. Is there a town we could maybe stop by and recuperate for a couple days?
So Kyra kind of turns to you and she says, "Well,
Yeah.
we could head for Astoria, although I'm sure we're more than welcome to rest here if we need to."
I was thinking a place, with like a tavern and maybe a smithy.
Astoria will have what we need.
Is Astoria where the Oracle's sister, Demetria, may be found?
Demetria. I'm not sure. The last I've heard, Demetria was last seen in the Old Wood, leading a band of Lutheria's servants. But exactly where, I'm not sure.
Is that on our way? Is Astoria on the way there?
Astoria is just about a day's travel to the west of here. The 3 tasks that she mentions for us, for you, I believe I know more specifically what she was referring to. As far as
what more do you know?
As far as the weapons of the Dragonlords, that will be the great burial site of the Dragonlords, the necropolis at Telemach. And she kind of thinks for a second. She says, "No one goes there now. Damon, the gatekeeper, prevents any passage. He requires a special kind of coin."
What kind of coin?
an ancient one. I'm not sure where you could find one. And then, as she's saying that, Proteus kind of hustles over from the back of the cavern and he reaches into his robes. And he pulls out this just burnished coin with insignias of dragons and crowns on it. And he holds it out in his palm and he says, "From the Oracle. This will get you where you need to go."
I'll look to the others and see if anybody's moving to take it. And if not,
I'm not moving to take it.
I'm not gonna
Take
take
what?
it.
I will reach out and take it from his palm.
Okay.
So I'll hold on to this until we need it.
Keep it safe.
I will.
And then Kyra continues. She says, "The Mithril Forge, that's what was used to construct the weapons of the Dragonlords in the First War. It could be a powerful source of the tools we need to continue the rest of the prophecy. Again, we should travel to the city of Astoria. There's a clan of dwarves that work the local copper mines, and they're likely to know more about its whereabouts."
What city was that?
Astoria.
All right. Let's
And then-
ride.
Finally, the drinking of the horn. She may be referring to the legendary Horn of Balmetria. It's a dragon horn that the chief dragon lord, Xander Horeth, rode into battle. She lost it in battle against the Gigans, but it was recovered and consecrated by the priests of the Five. They say it has the ability to grant visions to those who drink from it. As far as I know, it's still stowed in a reliquary in Astoria.
Would the Oracle's words be enough to get us access to it?
Oh, she kind of shakes her head and chuckles a little bit, and she says, "We'll have access."
All right. I maintain intrigued by this Demetria, the Oracle's sister. None of our three tasks seem to have much to do with her. It appears she holds some knowledge that would be very dear to me, Asher as well. When will we find time to meet with her?
I'm sure we'll learn more in Astoria.
Story of them.
Proteus turns and he says, he gives each of you one more potion of healing from inside of his robes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And he says, "The future of Thylea may be bleak, but there is always hope. People of this land will look to your actions as a sign of things to come. Seek neither fame nor fortune, but show them the true meaning of heroism. Make yourselves a beacon of light as we enter this time of darkness, and go with the blessing of this temple." And then he kind of returns back to back of the cave.
About
Before
him and
he
say,
goes,
"The
I
blessing of
want
Thylea be
to
upon
pull
you."
him aside and ask
Yeah.
him, "Hey, do you think that I could ask the Oracle one last question before we leave?"
Well, she's quite indisposed. She doesn't like to be bothered after the priest or after prophecy, but I'm sure I could offer you some guidance.
It's a question more for her. I'd prefer, if at all possible.
Let me go see. So he goes back there. He says, "Wait here." He goes back there. Woo. Whoop. And then he kind of returns a minute later and says, "Yes, it can be quick." And he
All right.
goes back over there. And when you come in, you can see the Oracle just like leaning against the edge of the completely waterlogged bed, just kind of trying to recover.
Hey, thank you for seeing me again. just a quick question. You said you can see like people with your visions, right?
And to a certain extent, yes.
Have you seen Nala at all?
I'm afraid my vision beyond this place is cloudy, beyond the seas of Thylia. It was easy for me
You
to see
haven't-
you, but it's quite more difficult to see anyone else. There's something about you that draws my vision towards you, but what it is I cannot say.
That's it then. I appreciate it. And then I just walk out and rejoin the others.
Okay. Then once you go back over there, Kyra just kind of turns to all of you. She says, listen, forget what Proteus said. This is your chance to win fame beyond your wildest dreams. You want fame, right? Of course you do. All heroes want fame. Fame is the path to immortality. These great labors are only the beginning. The path ahead of you will be filled with opportunities for winning fame. If you truly manage to rise to your fate and confront the Titans, the poets will sing of your deeds for ages to come. And she says, oh, what were you going to say?
Yes, I personally have no need for fame, but if this path will lead me to what I seek, I'll do whatever is required.
And she says, that's very noble of you. But there is one tiny problem. The tricky thing
Go
about
on.
fame is, if you're not careful, it can be divisive. So, I encourage you all to swear an oath of fellowship. This is a sacred oath that will bind you together in the spirit of solidarity. And when one of you wins fame, all of you will share it. And who knows, perhaps the magic of the oath will even protect you against some of the dangers that lie ahead.
Well,
All
it
right.
appears that a lot of us are going to be together for a while. I have no problem with it.
Okay, so you guys will need to say that aloud.
I am, sire, and I swear upon my life and my honor that I will uphold the oath of fellowship with the warriors who stand at my side. Am I the only one gonna do this shit? All right. I'm like, fuck. Okay.
I am Rasmus, and I swear upon my life and my honor that I will uphold the oath of fellowship with the warrior.
I'm Grimlow. I swear upon my life and honor that I will uphold the oath of the fellowship and warriors that stand by my side, even though I don't have that much honor.
Tyra kind of turns to Asher.
You guys are quite a lot. But
It's your turn.
for the last few years, I've been thinking that I've been a monster, that I've really been a devil-born, but especially after today, I'm not sure that you guys are better at all than I am or was. Each of you guys
We all
upstairs
have
just
room to
slaughtered
improve.
each of those men without a blink of an eye. I'm
Kyra.
going to work with you guys who will need to practice more willingness for others. Humanity,
Sorry, I didn't hear part of it.
perhaps.
Kyra just kind of looks on with a hint of amusement.
What can I say? Said you're welcome. You're welcome.
What do you guys say? Will you try to practice
What are you
more
asking for?
humanity?
Why are you
I
looking
agree.
down on me?
Practice more humanity for your
Oh,
sake, Asher.
of course. All of us should always endeavor to be better than we
I'm making no promises, but
Yeah, there it is.
I suppose I can try.
Okay. I appreciate that. And so I say,
Yeah.
I am Asher.
Kill them later.
Then I pause.
We know your name. We've been traveling with you for like 2 days now.
I am Ivan, and I swear upon my life and honor that I will uphold the oath of fellowship with the warriors who stand at my side.
Ivan.
Don't worry
Alright.
about it. Just my name is
I got a
Asher.
cousin
for now.
named Ivan.
Oh, I'm worrying about it.
I got a cousin named Ivan.
Ivan was
Yeah.
my name when I was younger.
With that, Kyra kind of says, well, I suppose if we're telling ancient truths, I'm not exactly just the extremely skilled poet I appear to be.
I suspected as much.
Oh, modest.
For the last 500 years, I've been Kyra, revered as the goddess of music. And we shall go to Astoria to see my brother, Pythor, the god of battle. I will accompany you as both a guide and traveling companion, and that is not a question.
Most unusual, but I suppose I'll be happy to have you along.
She just kind of beams and says, excellent.
Incline my head slightly, but not quite as much as I would for Thylia.
Ooh, god conflict, religious conflict. Okay, so yeah,
Respect, but not love.
I guess we will take this moment to I'll kind of just tell you guys about the fame system real quick.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can find it.
It should be in the handbook that we had.
Here it is. So basically, as you guys do kind of these great deeds, you get rewarded with fame. And fame, now that you've sworn your oath of fellowship, you guys share fame from your accomplishments. Where's the fame table? All right, so here it is. So yeah, now, does it say how many fame points? You guys should be at 1 fame point, or maybe 2. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But basically, as your fame goes up, you get different sort of buffs or awards based on how famous you are and just kind of the love of the common people as you kind of become their champions. So yeah, basically, the more great stuff you do, the more bonuses you get.
Alright.
As a note to that, just like while we're walking, if we do decide to walk upstairs and leave here, I am going to have just like a short conversation with Kyra and ask her if she is to travel with us and write down everything we do. I would just like it to be made known that everything I do in the name of Thylia and myself. So that any poetry she writes makes note of that.
She says, of course. I've already got it written here. She taps on a scroll.
My thanks.
And so, yeah, let me see if I can. I don't know how much more we'll play today, but I do need to try to give you guys this handout. Let's do XP first
Okay.
from that
Alright.
battle. So you guys killed that. 700. That was a good battle. That was tough.
Yeah.
I still think it was easier than what's in the book, though. The book is kind of strange with some of its encounters. So let's see.
Were we supposed to fight a lot more shit?
Yeah.
I feel like it wouldn't have been that hard had it not been that we were all out of our spell slots and I was out of like my
And we had
action
shit rolls.
surge. And we shit
I'll-
rolled.
Yeah.
I'll spoil it for you since we didn't end up doing that. But basically, the rugs are supposed to be alive, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like why? And they're supposed to attack you. So you also have to fight the rugs.
So that
This
rug
seems
that Andrew
stupid to
picked
me.
up will fucking just turn off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude,
they just try
it
to
made
like
me
wrap around.
so
strangle you.
mad because I wanted to like pin her down with the rug and then light her on fire. And then before the water surged up, that's why I asked if the candles got put out. Because I was gonna have me and Asher grapple her and drag her to the bed and hold her down and have Rasmus throw a candle on the bed because it's hey.
Yeah, I don't know. But you guys each get 230 XP.
Oh, nice.
So close.
What's the level up?
900. So you guys are 70 off, I think.
Yeah, give
You guys would have had more, but you ended up having to share some XP with Kyra because she helped you quite a bit.
That
The
bitch.
bitch.
Can I shake the XP out of her?
Yeah. This is where about. She doesn't swear jack shit. As far as I know, we can kill her.
Idea. She has pretty high stats.
Fucking XP.
Now if I just slit her throat, holy.
She's a
It is
god,
a
Kyle.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out very well for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Can I see in the play session?
yeah, probably for now. You guys can travel a little bit if you want. We can go as far as it depends on how much farther you go. We can at least get to Astoria if you guys want to travel there.
Yeah.
Is it like just
Sure.
fast travel?
I mean, you'll have to walk there, but it's not
Alright.
super far away.
Let's
kind of the
dead,
interesting. Oh, and then I can show you guys the map too.
let's
um,
dead sprint all the way there.
It's sprint. So
I will sprint like fucking Usain Bolt the entire way.
We'll ride on Tyre's back.
No, I will. You're fast already. I'm slow as fuck.
That is fair.
yeah, if anyone
actually.
shouldn't be riding on someone's back, it's Andrew.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are up to 1 fame point right now. So with that 1 fame point, you guys are basically just known to the people of the Heartlands, which is sort of the region where you've performed your first great deed.
So Astoria.
No, this is, well, it's starting to spread there, but this is mostly in the Heartlands, which is where, over here, which is where you guys have been, sort of this zoomed in area. So I'll go ahead and reveal this, but we're actually going to switch to a different map. So Astoria, you can see, is over there now. Just about a day's travel to the west, to the northwest. But now we have this other cool map. Oof.
Holy shit.
So with this map, what you can actually
Those are
do,
giant fucking animals.
yeah, they're cool. So you guys are like right.
Whoa.
Let me look at the other map.
Wait, are those supposed to be like legit animals in each place, or like just saying that those types of
No,
animals?
it's just like, on an old map where like sea monsters and stuff.
Oh, that's lame.
So you guys are like
Oh, they're sea
here.
monsters.
You guys are like here. So what's cool is if do you see the measuring thing on the side? So if you grab that, the ruler on the side of the no, not on the map, on your like toolbar.
Oh yeah.
Which
If you
one?
grab the ruler on the far left of your screen.
Yeah, the one that has like the circle and ruler.
Yeah, so if you hover over that and you go to no
snapping.
You can actually click on a point on the map and then drag it to another point and see how far it is.
Cool.
So we only
That's
gotta
not
go
that far.
11 miles.
We're here.
Wait,
guys,
how
right?
far? This is not a big place. Holy shit.
No, it is small. So basically the truth behind that is like
That bison's dick is
if
6
you look back
miles
at
away
the
from his head.
if you look back at the actual Peloponnese, like the islands of the Greek city-states, most of them are pretty small. So like the distance from Sparta to Corinth is only like 2 days of walking.
Well, we're in between these mountains, right?
I'm gonna have a seizure. Yeah, you guys. Here, let me.
So we're only really 9 miles away.
Yeah, so you guys are like right here. So you're really only like 10 miles away. But there is a but to this, and that is that there's really not much for roads. So depending on what you're traveling through, it can be a little slower than normal. So this like journey itself, you're kind of just traveling through, you know, like hills and stuff. That's going to be normal movement speed. But if you were to go, you know, like straight through these mountains, see that? Those mountains are going to be difficult terrain. And forests also will be difficult terrain.
And is
So following this like crevice here, like in between
is
those
this
mountains,
a
the
road
valley-
or
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah. That's going to be just a straight 10 miles, which I think you guys go 24 in a day, right? So it's going to be like a half day's travel,
All right, let's go.
just moving at a normal speed. And so we are actually on the 3rd day of your adventure. So let's see, we started.
So are we going to spend the night? Going to travel straight to Astoria, or are we going to spend the night?
Actually, this is the 4th day of your guys.
Let's just go straight to Astoria, bro.
Well, what time of the day is it?
Hold on. I'm trying to figure that out real quick. So then you guys spent all of that day hunting the boar. And then as soon as it was morning, you guys said here. Will you get rid of that, Kyle? I'm trying to see. I'm gonna have a seizure. Yeah, I mean that it's basically
Oh yeah, I
Like-
forgot about that.
it's basically like 4 or 5 in the evening. We'll go with 5 on the later side. So it's not quite dark, but it is you know, it's getting there. It's like the sun is sort of probably like an hour and a half above sunrise. But it's pretty low in the sky. You guys still there?
Spend the night. Oracle's
Kyle, you're
place.
you're lagging out my computer so bad. I just heard nothing that was said. You
Yeah, I'm just-
motherfucker.
Oh fuck. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, do we want to spend the rest of our time at the temple, or shall we just?
We should stay at the temple for at least a night.
Did you just draw dicks on all these? Is that what this is?
I just now saw that. Get that shit out of here.
Like, what the fuck is that?
They didn't have penises.
So, yeah, we will ask, speak to Proteus and see about getting rooms where we can.
He says, well, I suppose you're more than welcome to sleep in the rooms of the brothers that are no longer with us.
God damn.
Wait, what time of day is
I
it?
saw the eagle.
The sun's hanging fairly low in the sky,
Okay.
so it's probably like 5:30.
Boys, I say we just hit the road.
Yeah,
I
I
don't,
say we-
not too much keen on sleeping in the temple.
I vote on hitting the road as well.
We won't
Okay.
arrive until
Seder?
very, very
Yeah,
late.
the-
at night.
The nights aren't too dangerous.
So we got a desert.
Oh,
we got
really?
Africa.
I'm
Yeah,
not so worried about danger so much as
Yeah.
trying to find lodging in the
Forest.
city
We
at
got
that time of night.
mountain.
we won't even make half a day. We'll make it there by morning, or we can lodge in
Then
the
we'll
woods.
risk walking through the entire night, which
Or we can go
I-
half.
I would like to be able to arrive in Astoria and still have time upon arrival to begin doing things.
We can travel
Bring-
half the day or half the night, sleep in the woods, and then finish the travel and make it there by.
Would we sleep in the woods instead of here? and then we can.
Or we
travel-
can travel by day. I mean, sleep by day, travel by night. There we
Don't worry, boy.
Can you see
I'm
at night?
No.
glowing stick.
Actually, fuck it. Know what? If we rest, I can't. I say we rest.
I don't.
I-
not.
I'll do what you guys say based on the oath, but I will tell you, I'm not too keen on sleeping in a temple.
Why not?
You know what?
It's
Fuck it.
safe, free lodging,
Let's go.
warm, dry. They'll likely have food for us.
But there
Fuck it.
are
I say we
certain
leave.
temptations and indulgings that are risky for me, especially in a temple that's full of gold.
Ah, that is fair. He makes a good point. If you would like to press on, we can press on. It will be less efficient than otherwise, but we may as well move.
Okay. You guys are gonna head out?
Yes.
I'm gonna head out.
Don't worry, I spent the last 40 years on the road. There's no worries. I'm well versed in these affairs.
I've
As
spent much
6
time
health and
myself
no
traveling.
rages.
I
The
stopped
roads
in my
don't worry me. It's just a
We
matter of
can-
it.
Just travel 5 miles tonight, and then
Make camp and then travel the last 5 miles. Come
And
on.
then travel the last 90 miles by day. No, actually.
90
Yeah.
miles. Just a cool 90 miles.
we should
Okay.
get some horses here soon.
I think if we are going to push on, we may as well just push into Astoria so that we have somewhere comfortable to sleep.
Well, by the time we make it to Astoria, it'll be midday or it'll be nighttime.
It's
It
only
will
16
be.
miles.
It's
That's like a
well,
day's
no matter.
journey.
It's really more like closer to 10 because the Oracle's temple is like.
How
right
many
next
hours
to
did it
the
take?
top.
10 miles.
It says the Oracle's temple's right at. Oh, it's right there.
How many?
Yeah,
How
it's
many?
closer to. It's basically 10 miles.
So
So
if we left right now and traveled through the night to Astoria, what time would we get there?
about 3 hours. So it would be like 8, 9. It'd be like three and a. It'd be like 3 and a 3 1/3 hours.
Well, let's just go.
So 3 hours and
Yeah,
20
let's
minutes.
Let's go
Let's just
Astoria.
walk. Yes.
Assuming you guys move at a normal pace.
Yeah.
I sprint.
Okay.
I walk
Head out.
slowly
Heading out.
out on our
Yes.
yeah. Just
Okay.
on our way out, do what we asked, like do what we said, and dump the corpse into like this steaming
Yeah.
river nearby.
Okay. Yeah, just dump the corpse down there.
I'm gonna grab upstairs. I piled up the 2 bronze chest plates.
Oh
On
yeah.
our way out, I'm gonna put one under each arm and carry them.
Oh, before you leave, Rodius asks you to transport the prisoners with you to Astoria.
Oh yes, of course.
Now I gotta be a babysitter.
God damn it!
Fuck.
Well, there are 3 of them, and they are tied with their ropes. So we just
One
bind
was
their
fucking
hands.
paralyzed, so I gotta carry his ass.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
God damn it. I pick him up ass first.
So I'm not really sure.
You're picking up the prisoners?
Over your shoulders, hands on the butts.
Hands on the
That's
butt.
kind of that's worrying, concerning. I grab him by
I
the
get
ass.
into a I make sure they're in a submissive stance on my shoulder.
Oh, okay.
I will go to the prisoner who's tied with my rope and ask, like, just speaking calmly, and ask him, "We're heading to the city of Astoria, and the priests here have asked us to take you with us. If I remove my rope from you, will you try to flee, or will you come easily?"
He just kind of looks at you and he says, "I'll cooperate. I'll come quietly."
I would not like
Motherfucker.
I would not like for you to be uncomfortable if I can help. So I'll remove his ropes.
I
Okay.
lean down to him. If you try to run, I will find you. And I
I'll
will
turn it.
find you.
I'm gonna
Make
turn
me an
and look.
intimidation check, Kyle.
Come on, please. Give me that 20. Fuck. It's not that 20. That's a 16.
I'm gonna
What's
make
your
it.
charisma?
Oh wait, what the fuck did I just roll? Oh, my charisma is. Oh fuck! Actually, I
Oh,
should.
you add nothing, so
Yeah,
it's just
never mind.
16. Straight
Let me.
Yeah.
Can I help him in the intimidation check and say, I wouldn't just end you. I'd chop all your limbs off and leave you as a fucking nugget.
16. Okay.
God damn. What was the
So
whole thing
yeah,
about humanity?
Oh,
you're pretty sure Ben is upset.
oh yeah.
We haven't done anything. We're just saying shit. There's a difference.
I will.
You guys
I will
say that,
step
and
between
he
them
just kind
and
of
him.
like shivers and cowers. And
I will.
says,
I will
"I swear,
step
I'll do
between you and
nothing."
him and say, "Worry not, friend. For your actions, there must be consequences, which is why we are taking you to see the law. But we are not going to do you any undue harm. You have my word on that."
So here's the thing with me and Ben. I'm like, I'm the mind that belongs to his body, and he has the mind that belongs to my body.
I'm just gonna chuckle.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna chuckle and slap him on the back and say, "I'm just
Slap him on the
joking."
ass. I'm just yanking your chain.
Yes.
Right, let's get moving.
So I will
Okay.
untie the prisoners and walk with.
On the way, I'm gonna just clang the my metal plates together to scare off anything. Clink, 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 clink.
Oh, I'm also gonna say when we left, I picked up that bronze spear.
Which spear?
Oh.
The
Oh,
one
did you
that was
pick
like
up?
discarded.
Did you already grab this pouch of silver?
Me?
Yeah, remember I looted off the guy you killed and I left it on the thing
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
spike? Okay.
Yeah, I have 70 silver.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are setting out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So setting out, walking with the prisoners. It's a fairly uneventful journey. It starts to get dark as you guys kind of scramble your way through lowlands and not lowlands. You guys are still up in the hills. Kind of scramble your way up over some hills through rocky, grassy terrain, and as you're walking, you kind of just at one point pass by these very strange statues, and just looking at them, you can't really identify anything about them other than they're just these massive black rock statues of hands and arms, and they just extend up out of the ground as if they're reaching for
Knowing my education, would I know anything about these? Like, would I be familiar with large, strange statues in the middle of the heartlands?
I think I've seen this video before.
Make me a history check.
History. All right. Am I any good at that? No, I'm not.
This man
Couldn't have been religion.
skipped the history.
Oh, it's not bad.
Okay, 17. So, from your knowledge of Thylia and the history you know of, you know that these are people kind of find them just across Thylia, but no one's really sure why. And people know that they don't stay in the same spot for very long, and they appear where they haven't been before.
Right.
But they just kind of remain completely frozen.
Just kind of make note of them, study them a bit curiously, but largely pay them no attention and keep moving.
Okay. As you guys continue moving, gradually it starts to get darker and darker, and finally, cresting over top of the hill, you can make out some glowing lights of what you can only presume to be the city of Astoria. And as you guys approach, you see that the settlement is just kind of nestled between these rocky cliffs in a gorge, and just the part that you can see is like the sort of the southern wall. Even though it's later at night, there's still just a complete caravan of merchants streaming through the southern gates that you guys are approaching from. And it does actually sort of turn into a dirt track that leads into the southern gate. And you can see that the southern gate in front of you is well defended. There's just like hoplites that line the gate walls, the gatehouse walls. And with its natural positioning sort of between these rocky cliffs, it looks like a pretty tough nut to crack. But walking along with these merchants and caravans, they are not happy. These merchants, they look tired, and any of them that do even like pay attention to you guys, they just kind of warily guard their livestock, make signs of warding, and the livestock themselves are just bony and just look like they're doing terrible, deathly and sickly, and overall, it's not an impressive spectacle. The merchants
Seems like a great town we got here.
Yeah, and yeah, so that's what you guys are confronted with. Arriving, sort of, you're probably about a good 400 to 600 meters out from the gate.
Well,
Shall we go in?
I guess so.
Okay.
Like the look of this, but somewhere to
Yeah,
stay
that's
at
a
night,
long
where
detour.
we need to be.
Okay. So yeah, walking along these merchants, you guys come through the gate, and sort of as you enter through this gate, you can see the hoplites kind of eyeing you guys, and you see one of them whisper to another one, and he kind of runs off in the direction deeper into the city, just kind of at a jog. And sure enough,
Smile.
by the time, what's that?
I'm just gonna try to look as friendly and smiling and polite as I can.
Okay. And then as you guys enter the city proper, things just get more and more crowded as people, even at this late hour, try to mingle through the streets, exchange goods and gossip. The guards are just lining the streets, but they're absolutely concentrated on the city gates.
Is there a black?
I'm gonna attempt to sort of hide my left hand so my claw isn't showing as
Okay.
much.
Do you have
Is
a
there
cloak
a-
or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just kind of pull it over, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew?
Is there a blacksmith in town?
So are you gonna ask somebody or just try to look for one?
Or I'm gonna ask someone on the street if there's someone who buys rare treasures.
So you kind of encounter this tired-looking merchant, and he says, "There is a dwarf that operates the forge at the palace. I don't know how much purchasing he does, but I'm sure he'll take the scrap metal off your hands."
And what about someone who buys rare gems and suches?
I'm afraid there's not much for wealthy merchants, especially these days, but I'm sure you could find a peddler or two.
I'm gonna go talk to one of the merchants and see if they'll buy my pearl for 100 gold coins.
Okay, so as you kind of seek out a merchant to buy your pearl, before you separate too much from the rest of the group, you kind of hear this clanking down the main street as you see this small detachment of hoplites just kind of jog. And even though they have this stoic facial expressions, you can tell that they're pretty restless. So they kind of slow their jog into a walk, and they move towards you guys. One with this beautiful plume on the top of his helmet that you can tell signifies him as somebody important. He steps forward and he raises his hand and he kind of gestures towards you guys, looking at you, and kind of waves you over.
Move over to it.
We walk over to him, or at least I do.
I walk.
I follow behind with my best disarming.
I'll
Okay, so
walk over there, I guess.
flashing your smile. It doesn't necessarily seem to take him off guard. They all look fairly cautious, and he says, "The heroes of the Hardlands, greetings. Welcome to the city of Astoria. I've been sent here by King Pythor to take you to the palace."
Does it have to be right now? We'd like some time to rest before we speak to the king.
You had a harrowing experience at the Oracle.
I strongly encourage you to see Pythor. He does not like to be kept waiting, and it's rather urgent.
He is a king.
I'm sure Lord Pythor will provide you with lodging, food for the night.
Very well.
Says every king ever. All right, let's get moving.
Okay, so he kind of
All of them.
goes up, and then they kind of turn around and fan out to become like an escort, the detachment of hoplites, and they lead you through the streets. Pitter?
The prisoners.
Fucking Patter. Oh, yeah, and he turns and he says, "Who are these fellows?"
They're the people from the temple of the
These
Oracle.
are prisoners.
Yeah.
We're told to
So
bring
they
them here for justice. Under
They're-
king.
What have they done?
Slaughtered a
They-
bunch of priests.
Slaughtered. What are they called? Priests?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, they slaughtered priests at the.
At the Oracle's temple.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oracle
so-
Stone. There we go.
So as you say that, he kind of starts to frown. He says, "Bastards," and then he just openly backhands one across the face to the ground, and then
Oh,
he kind of
shit.
gestures to some of the hoplites, and they scoop them up by the arms and drag them off towards a different direction, down a different street. And he says, "They'll face the king's justice."
Well, is your city. We will trust your judgment on this matter, but many of them appear to have just been following orders. Please do not treat them too harshly until their judgment is passed.
They will receive the justice they deserve. And he turns and kind of flicks his cloak and gestures you onwards. Not impolitely, but yeah. So you guys continue to traipse through the streets. These guards on your side. People move out of the way for the soldiers and for the commanding officer. You kind of just travel northwards through this street, and you pass these walled neighborhoods full of just neat houses and humble brick homes and just all sorts of different dwellings. And you eventually kind of sweep to the right and move further up and up this hill that just gradually leads up to this pretty imposing building that looms high over the city. And you just see these large windows on the front of it. And the guards swing open the grand doors for you, and as you kind of walk through the halls, the marble floors and pillars look like they maybe at one point were gleaming and shining, but now they're pretty beat up and dusty. And you notice evidence of the court's past glory in the form of precious artifacts that look like they could be hundreds of years old. You see just these beautiful large tapestries that show a strong bearded man just slaying monsters and taking treasure and rescuing princesses and doing all those extravagant heroic things and leading armies and battering down doors and all sorts of things. Although at a certain point the tapestries just kind of stop and you just walk through bare hall.
Hey, Tyler?
Yeah.
I have to be on campus at 4 o'clock. It's about a 25-minute walk, so I should get going really soon.
Okay. Yeah, so we can either stop before you talk to the king, or we can...
Let's stop before.
Stop before.
I think before,
we'll
the
stop
conversation
right
might take a
here.
while.
Hmm.
So we're about to encounter the king.
So we're like outside of his throne room, about to enter.
Yeah, basically, right outside of the Great Hall. Okay.
Good session, boys.
Good session.
Boys,
That's fun.
we're in a good split. We're in a good spot for next time. That was what was weird about the last 2 sessions. Like the one before this one, I wasn't sure how fast it would, or how long it would take us to get through the temple.
Yeah.
But no, that kind of went pretty well.
Oh, boss fight.
Little boss fight. That was
Boss
fun.
fight. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I would have liked to have the rolls go better. We
Yeah.
kind of got our shit handed to us.
Yeah, the rolls definitely kind of sucked for you guys.
I don't think I actually hit the hag one.
That's why I don't like sometimes don't like about D&D is like there's moments where you're like a badass and you feel awesome, and there's
Yeah.
moments where you're just a little shit and you're like, fuck, I didn't know.
It gets better as you level up though too.
Yeah.
So eventually we'll get to the point where you guys are just kicking way too much ass.
And I think like the moments when you're sucking make the moments where you're kicking ass that much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Okay,
It would have
and
been
then
nice if it was still ass kicking, but
I have
Were
a
you-
question. I have a question for you.
yeah.
So I'm gonna let you know, like the reason why I'm gathering all this, like metal, is I'm trying to get to the point of having plate armor.
Okay.
How do you want to work your crafting system?
I will kind of figure there is some stuff for crafting already built into this. Because there is some crafting that you can do later on in the story. So I'll kind of just add on to that. And I will let you know before next session
Okay.
where we go. But mostly if it's just like normal plate armor,
Mm.
I'm pretty sure we'll just use the rules out of Xanathar's guide. I think is what
What's
it's in.
that?
I'll have to open it real quick. Find it. But basically it's just like time frames, and it depends on sort of like the value of what you're trying to make.
I guess I'm gonna head out now, so I will
Alright.
see you
Alright.
next session, I guess.
Talk to you later.
Hey, Hunter.
Bye.
And
See ya, Hunter.
I just want to know that way I can plan like on how soon because I'm gonna make it a kind of custom piece,
Yeah.
and so